When some people feel that life is too much for them, they get discouraged and give up on taking care of things, especially when rats and roaches and crumbling walls.
The institutional killer, I'm the gorilla. I feel it down, and watch his brain drop in his mouth. Straight the institutional killer, I'm the gorilla. I feel it down, and watch his brain drop in his mouth.
I got rats in the walls, roaches crawl inside my skin. Shake my house with ODs, 808s, and roll up to that shit. I can feel that winter's coming, cause I feel the hopelessness. Constant thoughts invade my mind of dying in an open pit, but I just keep stepping. I'm destined to make my people proud. Spent too much of my life feeling like I just let people down. I hear these thoughts inside my head, I'm trying to fucking keep them down. Only way to keep them quiet, make sure that my weed is loud. Bitch, I'm trying to make plays. White trash balling in New England, feel like Drake May. Scramble out the pocket with that rocket, let the K spray. Fuck a chopper, I'ma beat the hoppers with a melee. Make them hollow when the hatchet blade chop up his brain, man.
Killer, I'm the gorilla. I feel it down, and watch his brain drop in his mouth. Right, the institutional killer, I'm the gorilla. I feel it down, and watch his brain drop in his mouth.
Crazy institutional killer, I'm cowing Skrilla in the jungles, riding with the gorillas and drug dealers. Homicide up on my mind might turn me to a blood spiller. Leave your body chilled and dumped in an alleyway in a villa. Big old drum on me, but I do not play for Attila. Catch me stomping through your city like I'm young Godzilla. Swipe the blade across your face like a finger swiping on Tinder. Modern day Maharaja, I body slam, I'm like Jinder.
Watch me fall down from the sky, man. Licorice too close to sun, it got my wings fried, yeah. Player, what you think we on? Blue moon, they got these bitches trying to ride waves. Most people suck, and I want nothing to do with them steady drug abusing here. Like, what the fuck is new, ninja? I mean, what's up, what's been new with you? What's the latest news? You still riding with the crew, or did you switch up like everyone else? Fucking pussy, eat shit just like the rest of them. I'll see you in hell. I'll meet you there and walk you down to where the heathens all dwell. Show you around before I feed you to the demons myself. There ain't no pain like wasting time for souls you trying to help. There ain't no saving souls like mine, homie, just rescue yourself. You see me sinking in the darkness, letting go to reach out. Just let me float off like a cloud, float off like a cloud, because I don't wanna be around nobody that's fried. If we ain't ready to ride for each other, we really ain't squad. I be ready to die for my brothers on the side of the job. I hit the turf and I clock in and hold it down for the mob. I hit up Frankie just to vent about my problems on God. He be like, fuck all of that bullshit, just remain true to Bob. Oh yeah, that's right, that's how it's always been, that's all that I got. Dashing tattoos all on them titties, them ain't never gon' stop. Bitch, yeah, we never gon' stop. Steady dropping, I die.
Watch me float up on a cloud,
3/4 of that loud. Bitch, I'm on that kissing paint. Purple rain, I'm raining down. Catch me get keeping even in Shangri-La. I get my wicked on no jumps up in my section now. Haters mad, now they acting all pressed and all. They taking L's like a motherfucking sectional. I made that motivation, hoping it would get you by. Just in case there was a day I couldn't be there. This is for my day ones and the ones that I know that gon' ride. That's my motherfucking feeling, bitch, we still here. We keep on moving, man, you know that we that movement, man. This that unit, man, that magic mystic hurricane. I'm dripping water, man, I'm pouring up that slurricane. I'm a shooter, man, I see that shot, I shoot it, man. See that hatchet swing, there's nothing but to do it, man. Familiar with your gang, yo, who the fuck you fooling, man? Time, got the dillies tipping on a pepper tank. Saturday, I'm whipping bitches like a booty tank. 10 toes, you know that I'm is. Me, I be back to our biz. Say they want it with us, man, it just is what it is. Bitch, we going hard regardless of the consequence. Counting up these chips, you can't account for common sense. And 3 little piggies, we be trapping out this house of bricks. The house of glue, take off your shoes before you enter trick.
Whoop whoop humble. We're gonna start. This is a show called Working Title here because I don't know what to call this because I want this to be in a completely different experience than the usual show. Because when I get together with this motherfucker right here, when we do a podcast, it goes 3 hours in different directions, and I feel like this is a perfect time for me and him just to chat maybe once a month, check what we're watching, and just see where that conversation goes. That's why it's called Working Title here, because whatever each episode we're going to get to, or every time we do this, we're going to be in different directions. Because you watch different shit than I do, and I'm always curious about the weird fucking part of the internet that you're on.
I mean, I'm not really hardly even on the internet.
Well, when it comes to like movies, like you can find some weird shit. And what's up, Can't Spells? And I want this show to be more fan interactions too, like people coming in chatting. Maybe like, hey, see this trailer, whatever. Like this is the show to like really like veg out, hang out. Because usually when I'm doing my show, I'm trying to get through it. Not today. Not today. I haven't talked to you since fucking the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. How you
doing? Yeah. Especially because you didn't come to Juggle Ohio 4, which,
I feel like it's a good thing I didn't go to Juggle Ohio 4, bro.
Dude, I know. But I did think about you a lot, especially in that moment.
Sweet. You thought about me?
Yeah, because the first time I met you was at Juggle Ohio 2. And
that's facts. That's big facts.
So, and ever since then,
that's what you just said.
Yeah, so Juggle Ohio 2 was the first time I met you, and it kind of branched from there. Like, if it wasn't from that meeting, I would never met Timmy Mujay, Kosuke, Odious. I would never met Why Not, the Be a Ranger. Like, it really started off that moment and branched out. So, like, anytime I think about Juggle Ohio, I think about you and Emily and sitting in line talking to you guys.
That's sweet. That was a really cool moment because, yeah, were you in for VIP for that that year too?
Yes, that's the year I went to VIP.
Yeah, so we met early in line for the VIP, right?
No, we met in the hotel.
We met in the hotel before that?
Super 8, yeah.
Wow. When did refresh my memory? How did we meet at the hotel? Because I remember the VIP meeting more for some reason.
I think that's when you fully get, because it was like one of those like, hi, humble, I'm Joshua, like kind of like in the hallway kind of thing, and then we left to go to the VIP.
Oh, okay.
So I was leaving for the VIP when we met in the hallway, and I was like, "Oh, are you humble?" Like I knew who you were. But
I was probably in hurry up, we got to get over there mode then.
Yeah, because then you showed up. It's like when you showed up, I was already there. Like you were right behind me.
Yeah, because I remember connecting with you inside. I see. I don't even remember the hotel interaction at all. I was in hurry up and go mode.
I met Nick Bazaar there. Nick Bazaar doesn't remember the first time meeting me, but it was just like, yeah, we were in line for Lazy and Crazy, and you took a picture of me. Like we were like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I have to remind him every time I see him, like, yeah, we met here. Like, but it's different now because it's now like I formed a friendship. Now we've hung out at gatherings and stuff like that. It's just now it's a whole different experience.
Now we've done like what 6 podcasts together or something.
You and my mom is always like, I want to be on the podcast again. She has so much fun on here that she's just like dying to come back. And I'm just like, no, hold on a second.
Bring moms on. Bring moms on. We might get an Emily run in.
Well, mom
not.
wants to. Mom knows I talk about you. She's like, can I say hi to Humble? I'm like, yeah, you can say hi.
Have her come on.
She will. I told her give me a minute because I wanted to establish, I don't know, connecting with you first. I'm like, she'll do a run-in. Like she did a run-in for Devro. She's like, hi, Devro. She was super excited about me talking to Devro. I was just like, yeah. I was talking to Devro.
Devro's a cool dude.
Yes. That podcast was fun. We spent an hour plus talking about Dragon Ball Z before
I was gonna say y'all talk Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and then I got in trouble by YouTube because I was showing too much clips because it's like I did a rookie mistake kind of thing. I was like, damn it, So I had to go back and recut it, But it was fun. It took me almost. We talked about that Dragon Ball before. I was like, hey, let me ask you some music questions real quick. So that was a fun conversation. But how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been all right, man. Working, just kind of working my day job and spending a lot of time reading, honestly, lately. I've been kind of in my reading bag. I should be finishing vlogs and documentaries and fucking finishing 2 records, but I've just been kind of chilling and reading lately. Honestly, that Juggle Ohio 4 shit really, I don't know, put some negativity in my brain, So I've been honestly just trying to regroup, refocus. I don't even know what to call it.
So I said that negative because like there's a lot of positive that would happen at Juggle Ohio 4 that gets overshadowed a little bit, but I had a great time.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there, so like, just the staleness of all that, the way that ending went down, is all I got inundated with because
whoop, Tana.
Because I kind of called it.
Dude, okay, so
a whole bunch of people in the scene about that guy, and I get treated like I'm the bad guy for some reason, but probably the less said about that, the better, Josh.
Have you heard my rendition of because I was in the smoking area when it happened.
You saw the whole thing go down?
Okay, so kind of. It was like I was hanging out with the Rangers, smoking, and what we do, it's like during King Iso was on, and no disrespect for King Iso, I was like, oh, this is a good smoke break, right now.
Yeah, not my steez either. I get it.
Oh no. When I came back in, he was still playing after that situation happened. I was like, oh, okay. He looked like a buffer tech. And I was just like, okay, cool. So I'm sitting there with the Rangers and we're smoking, and I just happened to turn around. I'm like, hey, there's a guy naked. Like I just saw a fucking ass crack, and I was just like, whoa, because I've been smoking like the whole day. So I'm like, am I fucking tripping right now? And then I was like, hey, look over there. I was like, hey, I think it's the fat the fat Hitler stash dude. And we're like, whoa. And then it was weird because the cops were just not doing anything. They were just sitting there and just watching, laughing their ass off at this dude. Yeah. So I was just kind of like, it was just an awkward situation. But
which I think those were security. Those weren't cops. I think it was just the security for the venue.
They were just like laughing. And then Tilly's the one. Everybody said it was a man. It was Tilly. Tilly came over and put a jacket over him and was trying to calm this dude down, trying to get him up and get him out of here. But it was just like, what the most of the time I was just like, what the fuck's going on? I can't believe this. I'm like, you know what? Had to be that guy. You know what? Good. Because now when you think about that guy, it's like, hey, weren't you just jerking it off at JO4? He took JO literally.
Well, here's the thing a lot of people don't remember. Like, they were calling it like jack off like 2 and 3. They were like making fun of the event, calling it jack off 2 and 3 for like the past couple of years. Anyway, I'm not probably better left.
Better you weren't there because it was because then when Ouija came out, it was just like I didn't care anymore because that last Ouija set was.
I'm not gonna sit on here and say if I was there that shit wouldn't have happened, But I will sit on here and say if I was there, he probably would have been removed from the venue.
Probably.
I can say that pretty confidently.
Probably. It was just nice to see everybody else there. And I didn't get to
honestly, I wish I would have gone just to see Juggalos, man. I went to see Billy on the Fago Fago Gang tour
set with Kosuke.
Yeah, we did a little impromptu set. Shouts out to Willie and Nick. Nick is really the MVP of us doing a set there, because if it wasn't for Nick and his laptop being there, we wouldn't have pulled the set together real quick.
And he already has all your shit, and probably Kosuke shit's like, oh no, I got you.
Well, Kosuke luckily had his set. I didn't even think to bring my computer. I brought my.
You were just there going to a show. You were just going to be like.
Well, I mean, I had already, honestly, the little behind the scenes stuff, I had already hit up Willie Hayes and been like, hey, I'm going to be at the show. If me and my homie can do a set, that would be cool. And he sent me an email to a promoter. And immediately for me, I'm like, yeah, because I shouldn't say too much, but I already know the system for how Worcester shows work. And I kind of don't fuck with that promoter. So
you're like,
so I was already like, okay, well, never mind. So I was just pulling up to support Billy and see a Juggalo show. And I guess some people had dropped out, and they were a little bit like miffed at how the promoter ran stuff without saying too much.
You were like this.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, they asked us to rap. So we were like, yeah, of course, we would love to rap. I already asked to rap.
Of course. And what's the first time you've been on stage since The Gathering?
I haven't performed since I guess it was at The Gathering. Yeah, I guess I haven't performed since The Gathering.
You did the pre-show on top of the hill.
I'm trying to think that I feel like I did perform something.
Did you when you went to Texas? You didn't perform when you were in Texas, were you?
No, I didn't perform in Texas. No, I guess it was The Gathering performances. Yeah,
man, that's pretty cool.
I guess I don't really care about performing, dog. Performing is so like, I think people think that I've been trying to be on The Gathering the past couple of years. I didn't even send emails to be on The Gathering the past couple of years.
No, since knowing you, I'm just feeling like you just like making music, and you're just like, yeah, sometimes like I feel like you want to be on stage with just juggalos. Like, to me, performing at The Gathering, even with a bunch of juggalos around you, that's still pretty cool.
I've accomplished my musical goal. I don't think people realize, like, I'm already like, I performed at The Gathering on a stage. Check. I have a small fan base. Check. I've released music with one of my artistic idols. Check. Two of my artistic idols. Check.
Double check, man. You're in Nirvana right now.
I mean, I'm about to drop albums produced by one of my favorite producers of all times, Devereaux.
And you know what? I got the demo tape. That I'm telling you, bro. Like, since I started listening,
hold on to that, Josh, because there's versions of songs on there that are never going to see the light of day. Those versions of those songs are all different now.
It's on my laptop. I put everything on my laptop.
So hold on to that for real though, because like I might need to like hit you up to be like, hey, do you have that version of that song? Because
like
it might be cool to put it on as an extra feature. Because
for the first day of The Gathering, when you guys showed up, I guess it was day 0. Kosuke was just like, hey, I'm giving you this. It's like, well, I'm like, what is this? Like, this is Humble's the Devereaux tape. I was like, Nick Bazzari heard it, I heard it, and that's your turn. I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, since I have the CD, since I have all the files on my computer, I'm going to give someone else the lost demo tape.
Because, like, I mean, whole hooks have changed. There's whole songs that have changed. There's, like, completely different. Like, the beat is the same, but the song is, like, a completely different song for a lot of the stuff that's on there.
Yeah, because I like the Darby feature you have on there. That was pretty cool. I was listening to
that song's changed a little bit, too. And by the time it comes out, it might change some more.
And here's the thing is like I also like the Psych. I would love to see Psych Ward Soldiers on a stage like together, like you doing that album, because I dig the fuck out of the album. That would be
the Gathering performances were the closest we got to that. We did like most of the sets we did were like Humble, like it would start as me and then it would evolve into a Psych Ward set.
Oh yeah.
So I would love to do more of that shit because I'm really proud of some of those songs on Psych Ward.
You should.
All of those songs on Psych Ward Soldiers, but some of them I'm especially proud of and I like to do live.
So I've started to become a fan of Kosuke and Odious. I love Odious' beats. It's just so dirty. I just love it. So when I listen to Psycho,
Those boys have really developed their own sound.
Yes,
like
I can tell the
them
difference
together.
between a Kosuke beat, and then an Odious beat. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can tell the difference. I told Devereaux this too. I'm like, I can tell if it's a you song or a Shaggy song without even hearing the tag. Like I can always, there's things that you repeat or do again. I'm like, oh, that's Devereaux beat. That's a Shaggy beat. Oh, this is Odious beat. Odious beats are just like the bass is just like just coming out hard.
Yeah, he likes some super hard drums. He definitely likes some super hard drums.
I played Rats on the Wall from Upside Down. That's one of my favorite junks on Upside Down, and that's an Odious beat. And then there's someone from Psychwork Soldiers. I was like, Odious made this? I was like, I think it's me and my axe. I was like, Odious made that beat? I'm like, cool.
Yeah, that one's funny too, because that one kind of does feel like a Kosuke beat a little bit.
Yeah,
more like an older Kosuke beat though.
I miss him. I know he's busy with work. I used to talk to him all the time. I hope Odious is okay. Odious, you're watching this? Whoop whoop, man.
Yeah, shouts out to Odious, man. He just dropped an EP. Go check that out. Little 6-7 song EP. I forgot to talk about it on Habs because he didn't even remind me that it was coming out, or apparently anyone on the internet that it was coming out until it was already out.
Yeah, I got that. When I did a show with him, I was promoting him stuff. He's like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you got to promote yourself, my guy."
Me and Koski were just hanging out last night, and we were just like literally towards. Actually, one of the very first things we talked about was like Odious's EP and how we got to get on him, like with helping him promoting his shit, because like we were both like this motherfucker didn't like promote it at all. Like, so, I was like, Kosuke, you got to like help him with that, or like make some videos. Both of us gotta make some videos or something.
Guess what? I'll promote it. Okay, so all right, well, let's find it. Is it on YouTube?
I think it's between a rock and a hard place. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Between a rock and a hard place.
Bro, can you breathe?
No, I can't. I'm straight breathing marijuana only.
Is it a rock and a hard place? Between a hot rock and a hard place? Because I really enjoyed Stuntman, and I told him, I was like, bro, give me a CD of Stuntman, because like I need to listen to that.
And I think Kosuke mixed and mastered this whole project. Kosuke is getting really fucking good on his mixing and mastering. I think I'm gonna have Kosuke mix and master the next two projects, the Devereaux projects, honestly, because his shit's starting to sound really crispy.
Upside down.
Whoop whoop from the 802. Someone in the chat.
802, nice. Whoop whoop.
That shit cray. Yeah, whoop whoop from the 802. That's dope as fuck to see. Shouts out to that motherfucker.
And I would love
cray.
That's
someone in Vermont. That's a juggalo in Vermont. That's fucking rare right there.
Ooh. Me and my partner were talking about making an East Coast trip. I was
Bro,
like,
if you do, come see us.
I was like, well, that's the appeal of doing one. I'm like, well, I got friends in Vermont that I want.
We've been trying to get juggalos to pull up for so long now. We haven't yet to have it happen. Right? We have not had a juggalo pull up. Yeah, we opened up the house to the juggalos and juggalo weekend fucking year and a half ago, and no one pulled up. No one pulled up. Definitely a sore subject.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still offended by that. If I'm being real, we're still offended no one pulled up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is, you know. Met you in the parking lot at the gas. Hey, I remember you, dog. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah. Hey, shouts out to That Shit Cray.
That shit cray.
You know what's so fucking dope? When we got back from the gathering last year, I'm like we literally just pulled into the fucking driveway, and I'm unpacking the car, like 5 minutes, and a fucking car pulls up in front of my house and whoop whoops at me. It was the most surreal shit. Like, because I just left the gathering. I just got home. The whooping usually stops about that point. And like someone fucking whoop whoop. And it was like so fucking fresh.
So I was at a CC's Pizza. My Kiki loves CC Pizza. So we went in there and I see a juggalo in the wild wearing a fucking Carnival of Carnage fucking jersey. And it was a young kid. I walked up. I was like, whoop, whoop. I love seeing juggalos in the wild, especially
Yeah,
where
it's so
I'm from.
fresh.
Because I'm in Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio doesn't feel like a clown town like Columbus does. I think they're trying. I don't know if I'm trying.
But you're in Ohio, Josh. You're in
Yes,
Ohio. Like there are
yes.
juggalos, like many in
There
Ohio.
There is.
In our area, they're pretty fucking rare. I feel like it's pretty fucking rare to see a juggalo out here.
I would still say it's rare where I'm at currently.
Yeah, there was a juggalo that Emily worked at, one of the jobs she worked at, and he wouldn't even like make eye contact or talk to us.
Oh wow.
we would whoop at him, and like I tried to start a conversation with him, but I think he was just a very shy dude, you know.
So I have a guy I have a drive-through like in like 2 minutes away that we always hit up to get fucking shit from the drive-through, drinks here and then. They only sell Blue Moon Mist Fagos. That's the only time I can get Blue Mist. It's the only flavor they sell, whatever. But there's a guy who's an old head jug. Like used to be a juggalo. And I'm like, he was like telling me the other day, he's like, I watched Big Money Rustlers for the first time in a while. I forgot I whoop at him. He doesn't whoop back at me, but he loves seeing my lazy and crazy like shit. He's like, oh man, I'm always looking forward to your next outfit. Cool dude.
There's a weird thing with that whooping back. So I get offended when people don't whoop back for sure.
A little bit.
I see Can't Spell says the only jugs around me won't whoop back. I think there's a weird thing where here's my theory on that. I think old school jugs don't like whooping back, some of them. And I think new school jugs, oddly, I think some of them don't like it. Not all of them, but I think there is a sect of new. So there's this like sandwich like era of like if you got in like let's say like 2004 and between 2004 and maybe 2015.
Wow,
like a 10-year era.
So technically,
I feel like they really like to whoop.
They like to whoop that era.
They love the whoop
because that is the fam era. That's where everybody
family era. Exactly. I think if
I would say 2015 is kind of like the complete dead end. That's when Twisted left. That's when like Marvel's Missing Link was about to come out, and everything just got weird after that.
Yeah, it's like when the shit fell apart at Psychopathic essentially.
Yo, 7P, what's up, y'all? See here. So I've always been the only jug in my friend group ever. So like the only person I get to whoop at is my mom, and I love her whoops. It's not whoop whoop. Hers like whoop whoop. Like she like the last whoop is up. I'm like, I don't know why, but it's funny as fuck.
That's awesome.
I almost feel like people who whoop back has been to the gathering. I almost think like it's a gathering thing is to whoop back. Because like when you go to the gathering, it's whoop 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 whoop. It's like that's the most time or people that
it is such a aloha type of a greeting thing, you know? Like
yeah, kind of. And I feel like if the more you go to jug shows, the more you want to whoop at jugs. I think because it's like because the whole time you're whooping, and I feel it in my body and my soul when I get that good one. I'm just like hell yeah. Or my favorite thing is whooping, and I get a big response back from people from far away. I'm like, cool. It's fun. I love it.
When I show up at the gathering, like my first whoop whoop is usually just sort of like almost like whoop whoop, like whoop whoop, like I'm letting it out, like I can say it and like like
okay, so we have to talk.
I say it at Lost Lands quite a bit.
Yes. Oh man,
I might whoop more at Lost Lands than I do at the gathering, honestly. I think that's accurate.
You're just trying to find someone to. It's almost like Simon, like like Marco. You're waiting for the polo.
Yeah, that really is what it is. I'm fishing.
Yeah, because when you go to the gathering, it's gonna be like fish in a barrel. You're just like, ba-da. You're gonna get as much as you can. All right.
I mean, that last year, 2024. Yeah, we met so many jugs at Lost Lands that year, man. That was crazy.
Well, because I think because Columbus to me is definitely like that is a clown central town. Anytime I feel it, if the fact that like Columbus has a shit ton of Fago, I'm like, there has to be something about just that Columbus area that fits so well. I guess because it's in the middle. But how do you feel about the gathering being somewhere else?
Oh man, I hate it. I hate it. I want to go so bad, but I just don't know if it's going to be feasible for me this year with the location, the extra driving, the extra vacation time I would have to take to drive out there, the police presence that I'm really shooketh over. I'm not feeling what I'm foreseeing as being a strong police presence. Yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. But the location looks beautiful.
Oh,
it's
man.
super secluded.
The map, I looked at the map. I'm like, look at this. And you're telling me like it's actually like if you look at the map, it's actually spaced out more. So I'm like, this is giving me super gathering vibes where I'm like,
yeah, it's hard to tell how big it's going to be based off of that map, right?
But 2 beaches. And then one of the beaches is by the main stage.
Yeah, that's fresh. The main stage is looks like it's like right by the water. That looks dope.
Right. So you telling me after getting baptized with Fago, I can just jump in the river to clean off? Shit.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the vibes are gonna be pretty cool. Like I just know the vibes out there are gonna be really cool. But
you know
like
why?
The getting out and then what? Like there's a fucking long ass walk / drive. On a bus that you have to get from the parking lot.
Yeah,
that's going to be a pain in the ass. I can already foresee that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I pack a lot,
especially if you don't get the car pass and you got to lug your camping gear.
Yeah,
that's going to be a big pain in the ass for people because that little driveway gimmick is like little rocks and shit. It's not paved. It's not a dirt road. It looks like it's little rocks and shit. It's like a little rock trail. But so getting your fucking shit over that is going to be a tremendous pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I'm happy they bring the bus. There's a shuttle.
It's just all like gravel. Yeah,
like this is like super gathering.
All gravel.
This is like the super gathering where they had those trolleys that ran all night, and people would tell you that their favorite thing about the super gathering was the trolleys that you could sit and talk to. And
but motherfuckers were getting on those trolleys and just riding the trolleys.
Yeah,
they weren't going anywhere. They were just like, sweet, I'm just gonna sit on the trolley all day.
So it's an 8-hour drive for me right now. And I'm taking the playbook from you, and I'm like, I'm renting a car. I'm gonna rent a car and drive down there because it's like I'm not putting the mile. It's like I want to go. I've never been like the only gathering I've been outside of Thornsville is the Supa, and that was only 3 hours, and that's not much. This feels like my only time I probably could experience a Cave and Rock gallery.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Vibes similar to it. Definitely seems it's going to be closer to Cave and Rock.
Which is like, okay, cool. Like I want that experience at least once, you know. I'm excited just to do something different. And because I want to see the homies who are going to be there. That's more why I care about it.
Yeah, it's 20 hours for me. See, that shit Cray said 18 hours for me. It's 20 hours. I think it's 20 and a half hours, which is going to easily be a day. Like, just add in a couple of stop times to get food and gas, and that turns into a day on the road easy.
I'm leaving the 17th. My plans leave the 17th.
Yeah. 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 I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. And the drive back is going to be a killer.
That's what Emily was literally just saying, because we just did a very similar drive to Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah.
Island show. And let me tell you, the drive there wasn't so bad because there's the excitement of getting down there. But that drive back was fucking a nightmare. It was such a nightmare. So I'm keeping that in mind too. And I gotta take 2 days. I essentially have to take 2 days to get back home, both ways. So that's like extra vacation time I gotta take, because that means I probably won't be back realistically until Tuesday. Yeah. So that's a lot of extra vacay time I gotta take. Because then I gotta probably leave Monday just to get there Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I mean, the reality of it is it's doable, but
yeah, I would say I think you gotta see the lineup. And there's probably somebody that like, oh, I can't miss that kind of shit.
Yeah, man. I hope. I mean, here's the thing with them waiting so fucking long with stuff being in the air. I hope it's a strong lineup this year. If I'm being real, I feel like this year is going to be similar to
23,
the 21st gathering. There's going to be a price hike.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a price hike. I think it's going to be filled out heavily with Juggalo artists this year, with a couple of people who are, somewhat bigger names, like they do every year for main stage. But I think it's going to be heavily filled out with Juggalo artists this year. And I think they're going to stack bread for next year and hopefully be able to go back to fucking Legend Valley.
That just sucks because like the reason why I like Legend Valleys is like because it was right by the airport. There's a lot of it would just
it's very convenient, and my big thing is they like us there.
Yes,
that area of Ohio likes us. They like festivals there. They accept Juggalos. The Walmart makes fucking cakes for us, dog.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that this year.
Come on. They're not going to do that in fucking Max Creek, Missouri. I guarantee you.
Because listen, when Juggalos come to town, they know they're going to spend money.
Yeah, hella money. That whole area is like that. Their economy is boosted by the festival season,
and maybe
they love us there.
Maybe if they do, that's the year they don't have it. They can see like, oh, this is actually super important that we got to have it there.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. People have to realize too, they've done this before with Legend Valley. 2000 and was it 16? I think, or is it 17? Is the Oklahoma one? They left. They left to go to Oklahoma, then they go back for Whoopstock, back to Legend Valley,
and they're there
then they left for Super Gathering.
Yep.
Then they go back. Well, then the COVID happens. Then they go back to Legend Valley for 5 years.
Yeah, because we were supposed to go to the gathering that year was supposed to be in Cleveland. Then we were going back to like where the third gathering was at. That was
fucking what's it called? Shit. Oh,
and I actually was excited for that one too.
Nelson Ledges, right?
Yeah,
Nelson Ledges Quarry.
That was the plan.
Park or something.
Yeah, that was the plan before COVID happened. That was the gathering that year, and I was planning on going to that. So.
Yeah, I was actually psyched for that one. That place looked really cool. Honestly, this place is similar. Looks like it's similar vibes slightly to Nelson Ledges. Probably more swimming opportunities than Nelson Ledges.
Yeah. I mean, like the swimming aspect is going to change a lot of things, but you're right. It's going to feel like I actually predicted the next one after the 25th was going to be a smaller gathering. Just because, like, hey, you made the 25th, here's the 26th, then just like, all right, when you gear up towards the 30th, because the 30th is going to be the biggest one.
Yeah, 30th is going to be like the 20th again, you would assume.
Yeah.
And they would put a lot of eggs in that basket.
So I always look at these down years as like the year you make bread. And here's the thing, it's like sometimes I just want to see Darby, Ouija, Shaggy the Airhead. I want to see, Bobby Blaze doing. I don't know. It's called a gathering of Juggalos. If there is more,
and that's what I'm saying. They can easily get away with doing a gathering like that.
Yeah,
they can easily get away with doing that, and it's still put on a good show. I'm not necessarily saying that in a negative sense. I'm saying that's a practicality sense of what I think they might be doing.
And for a while, like
Jay's got to make money to sell to pay for these wrestlers one way or the other, dude. He's got to make money to fucking pay for these wrestlers that are coming in.
And you know what? But them going back on tour and. Shit, going to those
pay
shows,
for the wrestlers.
Those shows are always packed. So like, yeah, it'd be dumb not to tour because like you get an all new audience. And to me, for a while, the gathering was the only time to see ICP. To me, like there's the show and there's a gathering show. It's like if you really are down with the clowns, you got to come to the gathering and watch them because it's a whole different thing.
It's the best way to experience the culture as a whole, I would say. Going to a show is a really good microcosm of experiencing it, but going to the gathering is the best way to really experience the culture, I would say.
Oh, definitely. That's, ever since I went to, once I experienced the Super Gathering, like in its full, and I was like, I'll never, ever miss this.
And that's what bums me out, Josh, because I've said that exact sentence before. Ever since the Super Gathering, I didn't think I would ever miss a gathering, but here I am sitting here feeling like I'm probably going to miss a gathering this year. Not really excited about it, but it's just the reality of it.
There is a slim chance that I don't make it, but all my goals is like, I'm going to go.
My whole thing is I want to like just prepare bigger for next year and hopefully,
especially if it's not at Legend Valleys again. If it's not it's easy to plan for Legend Valley because it's a shorter drive for you. And if need be in a pinch, you could fly down.
Yeah. the whole flying thing is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So you'd have to rent a car anyway,
Correct.
even if you were flying in.
Correct. Trust me,
It's
I
kind
even
of
looked at flying. I'm like, you know what? I'm a driver anyways. I like to travel. So it's
Yeah.
like that's what's getting me excited because it's like I like doing that because that's when I listen to ICP CDs from like all the way to the Gathering. I'm just like, by the time you get it, you finish all six Joker's cards, and you're just like, I'm ready.
I try to listen to anything but ICP going to the Gathering most times because
You're gonna oh yeah.
I'm gonna get
I don't
my
know.
fix in. I don't want to like burn it out almost, you know.
I listen to him every day. Don't get burnt out. And right now, I've been listening to a lot of Ouija stuff because he's making a lot of new music. So it's like I feel like I'm listening to a lot more Ouija as of lately.
What do you think of Pyramid of Skulls? There, it's been a minute since we've even talked.
Yeah. So yeah. So okay, Pyramid of Skulls. Since I got off streaming services, I hadn't listened to.
Oh, really? You're off
Yeah.
streaming, so that's
Yeah,
a big
that's
fucking
why
deal.
I buy CDs and I put them on my phone. It's better sound quality. I recently bought Danny Brown's Triple X and Old because like I love those albums. So I got
That's
the
dope.
original CDs. So I was like, my CD collection has grown from the last year. But anyways, Pyramid of Skulls. It took me a while to like digest it because at first I was like, I don't know. But as I listen to it, the more I love it. And there's certain songs that I fuck with hard. And there's some I'm just like, it took me a while to grow. That's why I like the album. I can listen to the album from start to finish and have a good time. I got the bonus tracks. Some of the bonus tracks are fucking good too. I think Temple of Ash is still my favorite, but I love Pyramid of Skulls. It keeps rising up. Like I love it
I
a lot.
thought America's Most Wicked was a little bit of a downgrade.
Oh,
I don't know if
actually
that's
love
just
that.
me hating the album artwork or
Probably.
if me applying that to the music, but it felt like America's Most Wicked was a collection of like, here's all the shit that I didn't put on albums this year. Let me just put this on a project real quick. So Pyramid of Skulls was really refreshing for me because it felt like he came back with much stronger material with that project. So really refreshing.
I actually really dig America's Most. Okay, America's Most Wanted was the same thing. I was like, I don't know if I like these songs. And then I think Stalker Jr. was the one I was like, all right, I love the Stalker, the song, and this seems like a perfect sequel. And that it's the Devereaux beats. And that's what gets me. It's like when I hear a Devereaux beat that I like, all of a sudden I hear Ouija do it. I'm like, all right, I like this song by itself. And then it'll just grow. There's certain songs in that one, and I got the bonus tracks. There's some of those bonus tracks are fucking good. All America's Most Wicked, like the Willows, was like a setup to Pyramid of Skulls. I was like, oh shit. And to me, these albums between are kind of more of like, what does this sound like? It gives you closer to what the Pyramid of Skulls are going to sound like. Because if you go from Chlorine to Sucking Church, some of that flow, some of that style is in there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I kind of like, it's almost like, you know how the side shows for ICP, like this feels like that. Like you don't have to love it.
Yeah, 100%. They're like in between mixtapes that are bringing you to the next era. But I feel like the way he builds those projects, though, is he stacks the best songs for the main albums, I guess you could say, because it feels like there's main albums and then there's like mixtapes.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Chlorine was one of my favorite mix when he did. Like Psychobabble, there's some certain good ones there.
No, I like some of the mixtapes better than some of the albums, honestly. Which one? Is it Dirtbag? I think Dirtbag is technically not one of the albums, right?
No, Dirtbag came between Wasteland and Stale Wind.
And Dirtbag's one of Dirtbag. I feel like is damn near as strong as one of the Elements. I think Dirtbag is one of his strongest releases.
Yeah, I mean it's so strong that he has to play one song from it every fucking set. Like you're gonna get Demon Seed, my guy.
Yeah, Demon Seed's gonna be played almost every time.
And I was listening to a Normie podcast.
And Ain't No Savior. Shit, is Ain't No Savior played damn near every set? Pretty much.
Yeah, No Savior. What else? I got Dirtbag over here.
I think there's another one. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's another one on there that he plays almost every show. Is Nympho on there?
Nympho's on there.
Yeah, that's the other one then.
Ain't No Savior, Demon Seed, Killing Spree, which he's been playing.
He does Killing Spree quite a bit. Yeah.
Sometimes he'll play Domino. I mean, Walking What the Fuck is on there, which that's a Shaggy the Airhead beat.
Wow, I forgot Walking What the Fuck's on there. I thought that was a little earlier.
I'm Nowhere. Die Like This. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple that are still very much in his regular set rotation.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Ain't No Savior, Demon Seed, Nympho, and Killing Spree are like always on there.
Yeah.
But I think it's just all comes down to fucking Devereaux. At the end of the day, fucking Devereaux. Devereaux cooks. Okay, so when I was talking to Devereaux, he tells me how kind of like how the music is being made right now. It's just like he sends Ouija a bunch of mixes, right? A bunch of shit. He just makes songs and then they just piece them together. Like they piece them to albums. Like they're so far ahead. Like he's like, I don't even know. Like he did Pyramid of Skulls around the time of Sunken Church and America's Most Wicked, and then that. So it's like that. Because like Sunken Church, I didn't like it first as much.
No, I like Sunken Church pretty much right out the gate. It was just America's Most Wicked for me. I really do think it was me not digging the AI shit that he was doing with that though. Because there was like AI merch drops.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with those either.
And here's the thing: I tried to start choosing which merch drop I'm gonna get, and it's all lazy and crazy for me. So I had to stop.
Yeah.
So much.
Shouts out to Shaggy the Airhead. He was at the Level Up Expo again,
and he was at Gloom the Tomb 3.
Yeah. I think he was doing performing in prize gimmicks.
And he brought Spliffy back. They did 94 proof. They did a set of 94 proof, bro.
What is that? You have to put me up on what that is. I don't even know what that is.
So Spliffy and Shaggy the Airhead had a group called 94 proof.
Okay, I don't even know about this.
Oh, dude, it's great. That's where On Site is technically a 94 proof song.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, so
I don't know about this lore.
Oh yeah. So I went back and I found out. Well, that's when I found out what 94 proof, because like I remember listening On Site and I'm like, where's this song? Like I pretty much have all his music. Where the fuck's this song? And then I found 94 proof. And fuck, dude, it's Shaggy the Airhead's like beats are crazy on those too. I don't have the albums, which sucks because I need those, but they're actually on SoundCloud.
So this is like old. This is older era Shaggy stuff.
Yeah,
huh?
Head Turner is a good one.
Yeah, man, I have one of his really really old mixtapes he sent with I got like an OG Greeper shirt way back when I think because like Lazy and Crazy sold the Trash Fire CDs when they very first came out, like the first version of Trash Fire CDs that were like just burned CDs on a CDR disc and shit.
Oh my god, that sound quality is probably straight.
I think he sent me like some like really rare Lazy and Crazy old CDs that I still have somewhere in my stack of shit. I have to go and fucking find them because I don't even know I can't even remember what they were. It was so long ago at this point. But I have some I think some pretty rare old Lazy and Crazy CDs just sitting there in my stack somewhere in that fucking that library of mine.
I've been looking for all that shit. I'm like, just send me old CDs.
I'm about to do a giant spring cleaning, going through a bunch of that shit and like reorganizing and re-alphabetizing. So
because I've been trying to
find it.
I've been trying to find somebody with Cinnamon and the Clowns, the Shaggy the Airhead Derby. Like
I have that.
I need that.
I got that. I got that from Darby at the Gathering in 21. I think
that's the one Darby item I want the most because like
that shit's rare. It. That shit's hard to find. I think they only did that one little print run right before that gathering.
I didn't start getting to everybody until after 23, so it felt like I was behind.
Yeah, at that point you were a little definitely playing catch up with some of those because I have the OG. Fuck, I have one of those OG Darby releases. What the fuck is it called? God damn it, I'm brain farting. What's the one that came out on LSP?
Oh, well, Piecemeal technically did.
Piecemeal, yeah, I have the OG Piecemeal too.
But Devereaux sent me that.
That shit's fresh because you got some alternate versions of shit on there.
Remember he did like the mystery box thing himself, and he sent you a bunch of shit.
He sent you an OG Piecemeal.
He did.
Oh, that's fresh, bro.
He actually sent Rondo one too.
That's fresh because those are rare at this point. Those are pretty hard to find.
I did an autograph did one of those like VIP, like we do VIPs. If he comes to town, like his tickets are so cheap, so I'm like, I can do a VIP, whatever. So then Darby was there, and I give him my piece, and he's like, "How does everybody keep having these?" Because I haven't broke it from the plastic, so I've never heard it.
Devereaux's sending them out. God damn it, that's how.
I have never listened to it, so
it's good.
I have
there's some alternate versions of a couple of those songs on there. You should listen to it.
The LSP one is the one I have. I actually bought it from the LSP website.
Hell yeah, yeah. I got that one too.
And it was Mikey Sears who put me up on that.
Yeah.
So I think if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been a big Darby fan, I would say.
I know Darby said he was going to on one of his interviews, I think the one with ICP with he said something about how he was going to redo a bunch of his old shit.
Don't touch Piecemeal, man.
And like Piecemeal stuff, I think he was saying. And like redo it, like do an album of like almost greatest hits, but like re-record them so they sound crispier.
It's not greatest hits, like the most hated skits, or like the greatest. Like he was like, oh, like the ending of Willow was like, great, another album that no one cares about. It's like here's a top 10, the greatest no one cares about hits.
I think he was saying he just wanted to like he felt like he could like engineer and record them better these days, because there's like little things about it that bugs him.
So I was actually watching back an old interview with you doing with Devereaux and Darby before the Tomb.
Oh, dog, is that the one where Darby's got the fucking the Princess Leia buns in?
I think so. Yeah, and he had the
Adidas
tracksuit, and they were talking about the Tomb.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Making the Tomb, and I was like, wow, I never really thought about the Tomb like that. So when Bobby Blaze actually had a copy of it and just gave it to me when I went over his house, I was just like, shit. Cool. I actually love the shit out of it. Just say how experimental it is, especially with the sampling of the clowns. Anytime you can sample the clowns, it's like you already won.
I know he always talks about that album as being mad experimental. I don't even feel like it is that experimental. I feel like it's just like a pretty standard step in Darby's evolution, like almost like
looking back, like he needed that.
Yeah, I feel like that was just it was just the direction he was going in ultimately, really.
See, look, that's why I like talking about you. We're just going to places.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about movies yet, bro.
No, because I haven't talked to you in a while. There's so much going on. All right. I want to talk about Neighbors. I know you fucking watched.
Oh yeah, Neighbors.
Yeah. Love Neighbors. The last episode was the quintessential why you needed this series.
Yeah, and I feel like the last episode, really like ending the season kind of in general, I feel like the 5th episode had some signs of this too. But it feels like they're going in a different direction for that 2nd season. Maybe more like deeper character studies of people, you know, and especially because of the way that last episode is. It feels like that's more the direction they might go in with that 2nd season. And they did get approved for a 2nd season. They have a ad, I think, at the last episode asking if you have a crazy neighbor to hit them up. So hopefully
I found some of the stories very interesting. I was like, I thought we would go back to the characters because like I want to catch up with them, but I love the idea of like talking to your neighbors and it's like, look how divided we are, like even by the next door neighbor, and how
it really highlights like how like you said, how everybody is divided. How like it also highlights like just communities, you know, like the importance of community building and like how like something as simple as like your own outside, like someone right next to you physically outside every day, like that doesn't really even happen anymore. You know what I mean? That's not really even a thing.
We don't really talk to our neighbors anymore. Like I have 2 neighbors.
I don't know my neighbors. I kind of know them, but I don't talk to them ever.
I do the wave and the nod, like, hey, you know, there's no like tomorrow. If there's no issues, there ain't no reason for us to talk. But sometimes they want to chit chat. I'm super friendly. I'm right next to me. They're fun.
I don't really have that. I'm just grateful I don't have beef with my neighbors, I guess.
When I lived in Peoria, me and my neighbor were really cool. He actually gave me like a lawnmower, was helping me out. Like I was really cool with him and his wife. It was nice. It was nice to talk to somebody. Like I'm a friendly dude as it is. So it's like, hey, you know, when I lived in my apartment complex in Cincinnati, I had friends. Actually, my guy was giving me my stuff was like 2 doors down. So anytime I was like, "Hey man, I need to re-up," he's like, "I got you. I'll get it like in 10 minutes." It's like great.
What stuff were you on? Meth? Coke?
No. Weed. The marijuana. I didn't want to incriminate myself.
Okay.
No, it was like actually there was a funny story how I got that guy. So I had a cat that went outside. So she actually hung out with this dude and I let him pet him. I was like, "Hey, that's my cat." And he's like, "Hey, do you smoke?" I'm like, "Oh my God. Like did I find a dealer here just because of my cat being friendly? What the fuck?"
Good kitty.
Yeah, she was. But all right, so I love the last episode, Neighbors, because they show all the nudity and then like the sugar mama. It was just, this guy was like getting into everything, like looking for a community to accept him for who he is. And at the end, he's like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna continue to wear this thong and do my workout."
It's really interesting that one, because to me, it's like he clearly is inviting the problem. You know what I mean? He wants that drama in his life, or else he just simply wouldn't wear his banana hammock. But when he's presented with a solution, a perfect solution, a community of like-minded individuals who will accept him for his weirdness, and shit, you can get even weirder. You can run naked through our community if you want to, bro.
Do karaoke naked.
He's presented with a perfect solution. And because he's foiled, I don't know, tricked by this little sugar baby.
Oh my God.
That
but he was crazy.
He rejects the entire notion and then returns to, I guess, his daily drama farming. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was so fascinating.
I think he brought the naked community because he remember at the end of the episode, he started forming community with it being naked, where he's like, in my backyard, we all could be naked. Because
that's right. He did. He invited a version of it in his own backyard.
Right. He decided he didn't want to leave his property that he's lived in the community. He brought the community into his home to feel accepted, because like that's probably the only way he liked being naked. But I don't think he liked Florida. And I think that was just a whole new experience for him, where he went back to his place of comfortability and brought it back with him. And
was I wrong in hearing that he said something about it being like his parents' house that was gifted to him?
Kind of thing. Yeah, it was a house that was given to them. He was a weird dude. Like he was like the fact that we saw him masturbating.
He had an OnlyFans.
And there's a scene where he's masturbating in front of the camera guys.
Yeah, check out Neighbors if you haven't.
My other favorite episode, the Halloween episode, was pretty dope.
That one highlights something that happens a couple of times in the show, where oftentimes they're former friends, or they're so fucking similar they should be friends.
Correct. And it's one
that happens so often in this show.
Right. It almost is like the show is showing like how like these petty things are keeping us from like really forming a community that's loving and stuff like that. Because like, yeah, they're making haunted houses. And he's like, "Oh, he stole from me." Like, no, I learned from you and then applied it somewhere else. Like, I didn't like grow. Like, there's some people. The fact the guy was a MAGA guy, I was just like, ugh.
And that's an underlying theme a lot of times too. Is one of them has a certain political leaning that is clearly like a big part of the problem here.
Ooh, you were talking about a neighbor that was just like they were friends, and then something like grew apart. It's like the white guy next to the old black couple.
That's one of them that I'm thinking about for sure.
And he's like, "Hey, they gave me the inward pass," and I'm sitting here next to my partner who's black, and it's just like, I don't think that happened. I don't think that happened. I think he's trying so hard to be friends with him. I'm just like, bro, you did something that you do not see, and you're not taking blame. Like his friends were bartenders and waiters. I'm like, you need to look at yourself and say, like, maybe I'm the problem, or how these people use YouTube to get back at their neighbor and monetize on that.
And that's what it came down to with them too. Ultimately, if you remember when they had that meeting in the bar, she was like, she was trying to have a conversation with him and be like, well, why did you monetize it? Why did you put me up and monetize it? And like, shame me and do all this. And like that's when he starts to turn shitty.
Yep.
You know, that's when he
Yeah.
starts to turn shitty, and it becomes obvious, oh, you didn't really want to set up this meeting to piece it out. And then I'm like completely on her side where I'm like, she has a complete right to just be like, fuck this guy and just leave. Like, because
this guy's killing
why did he even bring her here?
Bro, that one was crazy. It reminded me of the first episode too, with the fucking like the fence and the horses. I just like, bro, it's not that deep, dude.
And those, if I remember correctly, I think that's another episode where they seemed oddly similar, and they should maybe be friends.
They both played D&D.
Yeah, that's what that is one of them. Then, yeah,
they played D&D, but the fact that like they both are dungeon masters, or like there's even agreements about that. I'm like, I
think there was a slightly different political leaning thing happening with them too, right?
QAnon. The other people were like a QAnon people.
Yeah,
and he was using TikTok as of being like like a fucking door for whatever. I was just like, y'all just nerds, dude. And the first, what's nice about that episode, it's intersplotched with the beach episode where like, who owns the beach line? I'm just like, bruh, like just let people be on the beach in the sand. Like
that. I literally just saw a news story that was like, what was some? I think it was a backseat boy. No, not a backseat boy, a Backstreet Boy, the non-Juggalo version. The Backstreet Boy was like, had a whole fucking incident with someone who was on his beach property, and I'm like, hey, this is that episode of Neighbors.
Yes, it's just like, who owns like the shoreline defender? The fact that the shoreline defender didn't want his identity out, so he was wearing a mask. I was like, bruh, it's not that fucking deep.
Yeah.
It was a great show. Like, as soon as I see A24 evolved, I was just like, we're watching that, and it was kind of like our Friday thing. When it came out on Fridays, we would sit down and watch each episode, and that last episode we were just like, whoa.
Also, on like a filmmaking tip, like the way they use those 360 cameras in that show, I find really impressive. I think they use the 360 camera in a really inventive and funny, often a very funny way.
Yeah, like the first episode they did that with like them doing like fucking dabs, like hella dabs. They do that 360 when he's like, this is when he's high, he's on the fucking internet. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, they do some pretty funny stuff with that shit.
The lady with the cats was shitting on the fucking dude's yard, who's like, she's running this fucking script about Jesus or some shit. I was like, what is this? And they go to Judge Judy. I'm like, where's that episode? I gotta find that fucking episode. That's crazy. That's the thing, is like the people who are in the right too. Like these people are like, oh, I'm righteous. Oh, this guy keeps cutting my grass. Why are you complaining about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, I was when I found out you watched Neighbors, I'm like, I gotta talk about it, because like,
Neighbors was really good, bro. I that was one of the best shows I've seen. Definitely. In a minute. I'm excited for more of it. I'm excited they got renewed for more. Oh, I think it's going to go in a really interesting direction in the second season.
Oh, I hope they study like more people and actually spend like time. Like the one issue I had with it was like the episodes were only 30 minutes.
I feel like they could maybe do some special episode type beats and have a couple of them be a little bit longer.
The last episode was I felt like 45 minutes. Like, I love how they were following this guy, and I was like, he has a problem with all his neighbors. Like, oh, we're gonna keep following this dude. Oh, that reminded me of one of the Neighbors episode, the Halloween one, where we followed the guy back to New York, and like he has a dispute with the trans neighbor,
and that feels like almost an example of like how they're like started to want to break outside of the box of their formula that they've already built for themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they get more inventive like that, because that was brilliant. Following that guy back, the tracked guy, the comic,
right? The track guy who was passing out these Jesus trawl handbook that were super misogynistic, and they were like, follow that guy, and which is like, that's so great when you're like, that's why I love sometimes about documentary filmmaking. It's like, you don't know what you're making, you're just filming, and all of a sudden like something falls on your fucking lap. You're like, oh shit, follow that person now. Like,
yeah.
It reminds me of not my favorite. This is weird to say. My favorite 9/11 documentary. Uh, it's the one where like this documentary were already following firefighters from New York. They were like they were already there, and they're the ones that they're the one the footage that captured the first plane.
Caught the first plane. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's not very many footage, and you can actually, hey, what the fuck is that? And you just see the first plane, and then the rest of the documentary is following that. It's now you're following the New York guys as they like
go to the
actively or doing 9/11. Like, yeah, 9/11's actually happening. I'm like, whoa,
yeah, intense.
Because then like there's even like you hear thuds. Like the way that I think of 9/11 from that documentary, I'm like, I can't shake it. Like I gotta go to football practice the next day. Like after that, I was like, oh god, I don't even know how I'm able to focus on it. I watched that at high school film studies. We watched that. I was
gonna say though, top 5 9/11 documentaries, real quick.
Yep.
Number one, Inside Job.
Okay. There's one I watched in my Tiffin film studies class where it's basically like all the sketches of like the timeline of what happened based from the news and from like public stuff. And that was interesting to watch because you can see in real time when that first tower dropped, when the second plane hit, what were the news saying, what were like everybody capturing from distance. Like they took like all the public records of it and put it in one film. And I was just like, whoa, that's different because no agenda to it because you're seeing just as it was happening from different point of views.
Fahrenheit 9/11 is also a good one. What's another one? I'm trying to think of the fucking other 9/11 documentaries. Zeitgeist, does that count? No. Maybe. I don't know.
So my partner Kiki has to remind me that they don't know about 9/11 because they were just born.
So they were born after?
No, they were born. Their birthdays is August. They'd have August 2001. So they were just a baby.
Wow.
When it happened. So it's like they have no memories of it or what that day was like because they were just a month.
Yeah, they were a month
weeks,
old.
Baby. weeks. And I was like, I was in second grade, and I'm like, oh, please don't talk to me about your age sometimes because I just feel like you. Even though they're like in their mid-20s and I'm in my early 30s, I'm just like, it doesn't matter anymore. But sometimes when we try to relate to each other, I'm like, oh, you don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that day very well. I definitely remember that day very well. I was like in fucking high school when that happened. So,
damn. See, I had to remind how old you are against me because I feel like we're the same age. I'm like, no, you're actually a little older than me.
I was a sophomore?
I was in second grade.
Yeah, I think I was a sophomore. I think I was, yeah, 2001, I would have been a sophomore, I guess.
All right, and in a lighter mood, okay, so yesterday I watched Michael.
Oh, you watched Michael? I've been seeing some clips and ads for Michael. I honestly didn't even know it was coming out until I saw the advertising roll out. When
was the last time you went to a movie theater?
Fucking minute. What was the last thing Nirvana the band. Nirvana the band was the last thing
I didn't get a chance to watch it. Yeah. Well, of course that wouldn't play in front of it.
Did it? I don't remember the Michael Jackson one playing. I think there was an Elvis trailer that played.
Yeah, so there's the Elvis biopic with Tom Hanks. I didn't like that movie at all.
There was a lot of trailers before fucking Nirvana the band. I remember there was like fucking 7 trailers or something crazy.
So many trailers. So Michael was not good.
Not good? Isn't it a Jackson that's playing Michael Jackson?
It's like his cousin, nephew, whatever. He's all right. The problem I have with Michael is like there is no story. And
what's the story? Just like a basic like paint by numbers rock bio type film
kind of thing. They call like Bohemian Rhapsody, but with Michael Jackson, where it's like you don't dive into like some of his issues and stuff like that. Like they kind of hinted at things.
All right, I got a couple of questions then. Monkey sidekick, is Bubbles in it?
Yes.
Bubbles is in it?
All yes. Right. He almost is like the best character.
Fucking A, really?
Yeah. How they introduced Bubbles, the way that Bubbles keeps coming back, and the fact that Michael has this like they want to paint a picture of like he's Peter Pan, right? But that makes me go, there's something about this that is awkward that we know about, but it's like they don't touch the allegations. Nope. It's more about a movie about Michael.
That's surprising they don't touch on that too, because it's such a big part of the story.
Well, it is a big part of the story. And here's the thing: is like the movie does like a.
Do they go to his death?
No.
Where do they cut it off?
1989, the London.
Smart,
concert.
right before the allegations.
So it feels
Smart
like the movie wants to focus. The movie wants to focus more on Joe Jackson versus Michael, and how Joe Jackson
beat the shit out of Michael.
There were scenes of him getting hit with a belt as a child. You're like, and how like Michael wanted to break away from the Jackson 5 and become Michael Jackson.
Do they bring up the conspiracy theory that Joe Jackson wanted to castrate Michael?
No.
Fuck. All right.
Here's the thing.
Well, I guess it's not a real movie then.
When he goes to an adult form and his voice is still high pitched, I'm like, why? Because they explain the skin the disease of the skin changing into like a white kind of pigment.
They do the vitiligo gimmick.
Yeah, they just showed it real quick. Like, there's no like deep exploration. It's just like you got to hit these beats. Oh, and the music's great and like it sounds great. And like,
wait, you said it stops at 89?
Yeah.
So do they talk about him fucking with his face? Yes,
they do about a plastic. Yeah,
plastic surgery.
Yeah, the nose. They show the nose thing. It's almost like a rejection of. It almost feels like it's a rejection of Joe. Another thing that he's doing to do. Yeah, and it feels like Michael was pussy enough not to stand up to his father because he made people like, "Hey, you fire my dad for me. Hey, you like." He never like the end is about him standing up for himself and taking charge. Like, that's kind of what the movie wants to do, but just like at a certain point, it gets boring and repetitive, and you're just like,
that shouldn't really happen in a Michael Jackson movie. That should be. There's so many moments you can be running through with that. Does his hair get set on fire? His hair gets set on fire, right?
Yeah, it's a big turning point.
Yeah, because that's supposedly when he got hooked on meds, pain medication.
Right, and they bring up the meds. And here's the thing: is like once they do the 1989 like concert thing, it says his story continues. I'm like, oh, so they're thinking about a sequel. They're thinking about picking this up and going towards the latter half of Michael, where it's just like this is the lasting memory of Michael right here, because it's like, look how great he was as a kid and singing. I'm like, but there's more here. Like I wanted to dive more. And that's my complaint with the Elvis movie is like the Elvis movie was pretty boring, kind of like paint by numbers kind of thing. And then he got to the Las Vegas thing and it was just like his manager's keeping him at Las Vegas. I'm like, holy shit, this is the movie. I haven't seen the
Elvis movie still either. I've heard mixed things about that movie.
It's over stylized.
It's excellent.
It's over stylized. It's the guy who made Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, Baz Luhrmann, right? It's a Baz Luhrmann joint.
So he's the one who put that documentary out.
Baz Luhrmann joint.
He's the one who put the Elvis documentary out this year.
Oh, he did that shit too?
Yeah, because it feels like his preparation for it found Elvis's Las Vegas.
They found this footage for that.
Right, and then they pieced it together, and it's almost like you're getting one last thing because like I didn't know this until I watched the movie. Elvis never went international. He never toured internationally. He wanted to, and that's why he went to Vegas and was stuck in Vegas because that's what his manager did that. Yeah.
Why didn't he? That seems odd.
He had a contract.
Huh.
Yeah, because that was.
I imagine Elvis in Japan would have been huge.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. In the Michael movie, Joe Jackson wanted to take the Jackson 5 Victory Tour to international, and Michael was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Whoa, stood up against his father with that one, huh?
He did but not to his face. He told the crowd, "This is our last show." I'm just like,
"Oh shit."
And Joe's like, "Oh," and then he just walks away, and then we get the transition of that. It's just like they redid Beat It. Oh, the Beat It scene's weird. I don't know if this story is true, but in the movie, he invites Bloods and Crips over.
I have heard that theory that they are real gang members. I have heard that theory before.
Yeah, so he bought the Bloods and Crips and then just starts doing the Beat It dance. And I'm just like, it's corny as hell a little bit. And like, this can't happen the way it did. I don't know. Whoop, whoop. Some strange suspicion.
Hey, strange sus, what's up?
But I would say that the music is good, and then the recreations of like Thriller and Beat It, like it looks good. It's just like I'm a story guy. I want to be taught something, or like I want to be moved. I wasn't. I was bored.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense to have the first movie. If you are going to break it up into two movies, have the first movie be the conflict with the father, though, because that is such a big part of his story.
And then they're gearing up. They never got to
Oh, Kitty.
This is Tammy Rose.
Hey, Tammy.
I think the last time you were here, I have now 6 cats again.
You have 6 cats now?
Yeah, my partner moved in and they had 3 cats.
Holy snipes.
So I have 4 tuxedo cats.
Oh, that's awesome. Tuxedo cats are the best, bro.
So I have 4 jug cats, we call them.
That's fucking awesome.
Paint's different, stuff like that. And then but an orange cat, and then
Yeah, funnily enough, my dad had a cat named Elvis that was probably still one of the best cats I ever had. Rest in peace, Elvis, the cat.
She's interesting. She's my ex. This is weird. My ex-wife fostered her, and then gave it to my partner when they were friends, and then now like they live with me, so it's almost like I get to have her back.
Good kitty. So Nirvana the band? Oh wait, actually, you know what I wanted to go into right before I got on here. We finished watching the Hulk Hogan documentary.
Ooh, how was
on
that?
Netflix. Really good, surprisingly. I was pretty impressed by it. It's surprisingly objective, and I guess in the best way that it can be. But it's definitely heavily sympathetic towards the Hulkster. Made me cry. Yeah. It made me cry on the last episode.
He's a person that if you were watching wrestling when he was the top baby face, like you were always gonna have love for him. I don't.
I mean, here's the thing, though. You have to understand about Hulk Hogan, like, and they stress this in the documentary several times, but it's so true. He really brought wrestling to the level that it is today. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania, wrestling could have just fizzled out like any other fucking trend. You know, it really could have just gone away. Hulk Hogan made it how big it fucking is today.
He made it more international, and I think it's the combination of Vince and him. Because there's still the thing.
Well, Vince didn't have Hulk at that time. He never had a Hulk. You know, like Hulk was in the right person, the right place at the right time. He was exactly what they needed.
And then you get.
I mean, here's the crazy thing about Hulk. He's one of the most recognizable, heroes like ever in pop culture, and he's bald. You know what I mean? Like that's how fucking charismatic and like much of a badass Hulk Hogan was. He was a balding man who was still like a fucking badass.
Yeah, and I think his character is pretty easily to root for. Except for me when I'm watching WrestleMania 5, I'm like, Macho Man should have won that. Like,
yeah,
that whole storyline. I was like,
some of these moments.
I was like,
they brush over a lot of shit too, though. They definitely brush over a lot of shit.
I mean, he's the reason why, like, Jesse Ventura tells the tale that he's trying to unionize the wrestlers, and it was Hulk Hogan that screwed that. Like,
yeah, Jesse's in there. He doesn't tell that story. I was surprised he didn't tell that story. There's some surprising people in the documentary, though. Trump's in the documentary.
Well, yeah.
Trump says in the documentary that he interrupted a meeting with Russia to come do this documentary.
Are you shitting me?
No, he really says that.
Oh God.
And then oh shit, Werner Herzog shows up in the documentary, which is fresh as fuck.
Is Bret Hart
fucking great.
Does Bret Hart show up? That's why
Bret Hart does show up, and he's extremely bitter and drinking at a bar, and it's awesome. That's also a highlight of it.
That's what I love about Bret Hart. That dude,
bitter Bret.
Grudges, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Goldberg.
Yeah, they cut Brooke Hogan out of the movie pretty much. I mean, she's in the movie, but she's not really interviewed. The whole family's interviewed in the movie, not Brooke Hogan, though.
Whoa.
She's the one cut out of the will, too, so I think that says a lot.
Whoa. God. Okay, I might have to watch, because I know they did the Vince documentary, and I heard mixed things about it.
Oh, it's better than the Vince documentary, I would say. Okay. It's better than that.
Oh man,
and it's got his last interview, and that's kind of fascinating to watch in its own.
Yeah, I think in the documentary they show his last time on WWE and he gets booed out.
Yeah, they talk about that quite a bit in the last episode. He's Hulkster tells a lot of lies. It's kind of Hulkster bullshit is a well-known thing. He does lie a couple of times in that documentary, and one of them is about how they ask him if it hurt his feelings, if he was sad, if they booed him. And I do believe he lies because he says it didn't hurt his feelings and that he felt he could make money with being a heel. But it had to hurt his feelings.
I mean, look,
it had to hurt his feelings.
Hogan in you think about the 80s as a superhero. By the 90s, mid 90s, he's getting stale a little bit, goes to another company, then reinvents wrestling again by turning into a fucking badass heel. And then they ran that in the ground. And then when he comes back to WWE and he goes back to babyface, I remember that time. I remember 2003. That's when I started watching wrestling. That's when the Hulkster was back and Mr. America and everything else. I was just like, whoa. It was exciting for me because oh, it's the Hulk Hogan. But as I got into wrestling more I got in depth, like hardcore, I got super into it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not much of a Hulkster. I don't like watching his matches. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he's shit ass as far in the wrestling ring, but he was charismatic and he made hella money, and he got most importantly, he got the business over. They don't say Bubba the Love Sponge's name at all either. That's the other thing. They don't say his name at all. I thought that was surprising. I mean,
it's his fault. Why? The reason why
it's his wife.
Yeah, you got caught on a tape saying the N-word on a fucking sex tape.
After boning Bubba's
so
wife.
Bad.
It's Bubba's security system that screwed him over.
God damn, probably got put down. 1, 2, 3. You're not coming up on the mat from that.
Bubba always said it was Manson. If you know Bubba the Love Sponge lore, he said it was his assistant / on-air personality, Manson, who was the one that leaked the tape or stole the tape from Bubba's collection.
I only know about Bubba the Love Sponge because ICP would go on his show sometimes.
I don't know if I've ever heard any of the ICP Bubba the Love Sponge interviews.
This was my day on my internet where I would consume anything ICP interview wise because they don't really do a lot of them at that time when I was doing it. So
I know they got Man-Cow interviews too. I don't even think I've heard any of those shits.
Oh no, I don't even know who Man-Cow was.
They got a song on one of the Forgotten Freshnesses. Man-Cow made us rich and famous.
I think it's 3. I think it might be 3.
They did that because they were so in with Man-Cow. They did the same thing for Howard Stern though. They did that Howard Stern song.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of the Howard Stern interviews.
Yeah, those are the best ones, I think.
Other than the European jumps, I love the European jumps because they just go
those rare ones, those really weird rare ones that pop up every now and again.
God dang, Tammy, star.
Yeah, those are great because they were full gimmicked up, full wrestling promo gimmicked up for a lot of those.
And I just love listening to the audio book, and Jay's like, "Yeah, we were kind of an asshole. We just didn't care." He was like, maybe if we look back, we should have done a better job. But we did all the promotion already. It shouldn't be our job again. And it was
I think it's perfect just the way they did it though, because it they stayed true to their over the top character that they were so committed to. That it's just perfect. I think it's Kaufman-esque shit, man. I always compare ICP to Andy Kaufman because of those press stunts that they would do.
Imagine if the internet didn't happen and ICP didn't get get kayfabed, and they were they would be different today.
Yeah,
because they probably would still be
so much would be different though.
It's possible they wouldn't be around.
I mean, it's kind of amazing. It is even still a thing. Honestly, it's kind of amazing. It almost doesn't make sense.
No, that's why I feel total gratitude that grateful that I found the community that I love so much. I'm this is great. And you know what? And be proven right that you know what? These motherfuckers are real. And they say some shit that you should have been listening to a while back. Because now it's different hearing the love now. After it used to be you get hate for it. You listen to them, they're so stupid. I'm just whatever.
You still get the occasional hate for it.
Oh, those people, yeah. It's the younger generations, they fuck with it. I'm just good.
Yeah, man. ICP just got like what 4 gold records and like a platinum plaque in like 2026. Like that shit's crazy.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It doesn't even make sense, but
That's why I like going. I'm going to a show in June, and actually, my mom asked if we could meet them, do a VIP. So I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll do a VIP. So mom's gonna meet them for the first time.
oh, that's cool. So
Super excited, like because she's having surgery on Tuesday. She's having that weight loss surgery where they cut their stomach in half.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, positive vibes to moms on that for sure.
So Tuesdays when that happens. So she's been really complaining about it because she has a whole new diet and everything she has to do.
Yeah,
but
you got to change like everything pretty much with that.
And I told her, I was like, hey, so on ICP shows, when you do the VIP, you do Fago Armageddon. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, you get to be on the stage. She's just super excited about that. And I've never done a Fago Armageddon. I did one at the Gathering. This will be the first one I've done in the show. So
I still have yet to do one. I had the opportunity to do one, and I still haven't yet to do one.
Not your thing?
I mean, Emily was just like, she could have done it with me, but she was just not feeling it. She was so tired because she had to work that morning, and like she had to work again the next morning. Like,
oh, ducking.
So she was just like, she had no energy to even go up there, and like, I decided to be a good boyfriend, and plus it was the smart decision ultimately because that was at Juggalo weekend, and it was like a snowstorm outside.
Yeah,
and it ended up being really fucking bad. Like the drive home was probably top 3 worst driving experiences I've ever had in the snow in New England. So it's probably a good thing I wasn't soaked in Fago for that entire drive, freezing my ass off for 2.5, 3 hours it took to drive the fuck home.
I can't believe they did it. When there was like Juggalo weekend at Wooster, I was like, what are you doing?
Dude, that snowstorm was fucking shit ass. It really sucked. I'm
lucky. Went to that.
What's that?
I almost went to that.
Yeah. It was a great show, great experience. The JCW was excellent. ICP was on point both nights and shit, but god damn, the snow sucked that second night.
I actually did one ICP show in the winter, and that was the Great Malenko Tour 2017 when they did like the 20th anniversary or whatever it was. 30th, it was 20th, I think. Yeah. And they retoured it. 25th,
maybe. No, it must have been 20th. It must have been 20th.
It was 17 because like
that must have been because they're just about to do the new anniversary one or they just did for Record Store Day.
Mm-hmm. So I took my mom to that one. That was our first show since 2007. Like I didn't start going to shows heavily until 23. So now like it went from 2007 Hollow Wicked in Columbus, and then it was like 2017 Great Malenko was like my big break from like seeing them. I did go to the 2014 Gathering, but I established that I wasn't fully prepared. Like I wasn't ready. I left early. You can harp on me.
Legend Valley?
It was Legend Valley's first year.
That was the first year of Legend Valley, yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was on the hill. With a hilltop where everybody else is at now. I camped there.
Why did you said you left early? Why did you leave early?
I wasn't prepared. I just yeah, and I got hit in the head. I was only there by myself. I was burnt. I didn't bring sunscreen. I was burnt as hell.
So you're all sunburnt, yeah. So
yeah, and then one of the times I got hit in the head while watching a show, and I was like, got like a little concussed. I was like, I gotta go home.
Yeah,
because I just wasn't ready. I ran out of money. It was just like not good for me. I saw Dark Lotus and I saw Tech 9, and so I saw some shows. I just didn't stay for the clowns, and that's what I regret to this day. I didn't see them then.
What'd you get hit in the head by? Was it during ICP?
Well, I didn't see ICP. I forgot.
What'd you get hit in the head by then?
Do crowd surfing.
So he came down on your head.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh shit! With his feet?
Yeah, his foot like. And I think I got.
So he essentially got kicked in the fucking head.
Yeah, I did, and then I started mingling with juggalos. And there was like, anytime people are next to me next to a show, I'm like singing every fucking song that's played on the fucking speaker. People are just like, wow. I'm like, yeah, I live and breathe this shit, my guy. There's a Whitney Payton video from 2014 that I'm in.
Really?
Yeah, I found myself. I was like, oh, there I am, there, right there.
What from the Gathering that year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She started doing that. She had the swimming pool gimmick that she likes to do.
Yeah.
I was there for that one. That's the first time I saw Whitney Payton. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But 2019, I killed it. All right, I went back and I did it right. I camped. I was there the whole time. Blah 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 blah. Like I did it right that time. So,
and that was not necessarily an easy experience in fucking Indiana. So
no, and I was with a partner that didn't want to be up close because she didn't want trash on her. So I actually watched it from afar.
yeah.
So it was all right. That set was pretty cool though.
That main stage area was huge, man.
It
fucking whole area was so big.
It was, and I remember the couch burning during
oh yeah,
Be Safe. Anytime I listen to Be Safe, I think about the Supa Gathering. It's just a magical place. I'm like, I never want to leave this place ever again.
Yeah. I was honestly pretty fucking done at that point. I wanted to get the fuck out of there by that point.
I actually did leave. I did leave that day. So after the performance, that's when I started leaving. After ICP's done, we just leave kind of thing. And so I started doing that. And that's actually the same day where Dayton had the mass shooting.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm from Dayton. So I'm driving back from the gathering and I'm checking my phone. They're like, there's been a shooting there. I was like, what? And my brother told me, like, I almost went to that bar that day. I was like, really? It's crazy.
I forgot about that.
It gets overshadowed because of that was the same day as the guy from Texas who went into Walmart to shoot Latinos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the same day.
Both. Yeah, those happened the same day. I remember being on the road and like those fucking news stories like coming in and shit.
Yep. I was coming home and that 3-hour drive back was hard. I think that last hour I started falling asleep a little bit. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then I got lucky and it's been at Legend Valley's ever since, except for this year.
Legend Valley is I like Legend Valley, man. I just think it's so conducive. It feels like home to the get. And here's the thing. If you break down the numbers, we've been there longer than any other location.
Yeah.
I think it's 9 gatherings at that location. That really is, and I think there's only like 5 or 6 at Cave and Rock. So the gathering its home has been Legend Valley. Is there a bird? I think I just heard a bird. Is that a cat?
That's me. My window's open, and I'm like, for some reason, I'm in Cincinnati, but I'm in a portion where it's like I get a lot of wildlife. I see possums. There's deers that chill in my yard.
That's dope as fuck.
One time I'm sitting there watching TV. I'm hearing 2 raccoons fucking yapping at each other, and I go, "Hey, knock it off!" And I just see these 2 like 4 eyes look at me from across the street. I'm just like, "Oh shit."
I see Kitty in the background. So I'm like, is the kitty fucking Kitty hear the bird?
No, I'm knocking my shit over. She's a nuisance. She just wants to be around me all the time. Okay, so other movies that I've seen Hoppers recently, the Pixar movie Hoppers.
Bunny Rabbit movie, animated Bunny Rabbit movie.
Beaver. It was a beaver.
It's a beaver?
It's a beaver.
Why are they called hoppers then?
Because it's like kind of like Avatar. It's like you're hopping the human conscious into an animal.
What?
Yeah. So okay, it's kind of an environmentalist movie, right? So the scientists are trying to just like try to get this town is like they need beavers kind of thing. So they get this robot as a beaver and they put their consciousness into this beaver robot to mingle with animals, right?
Yeah.
So Cheese House. So it's like they didn't even call it out. It's like Avatar. Like it's not like Avatar. So it's like this character, and it's like this beaver intermeeting with the animals. Hilarious. It was Pixar. It's like one of Pixar's best films recently. Like I laughed so hard.
Check that out.
You should.
Check that out.
It's
Emily's like, I freaking told you about this movie and you made fun of me.
Yeah, and actually, John Hamm plays a villain. It's like almost making a political statement about mayors and stuff like that, and how they use their political power to like invade natural resources, kind of thing. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's really funny. Like, I laughed so hard.
Emily's over there throwing her hands up, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Hey, that's why. So me and Kiki do like a date night thing. So when it's my turn, we're always going to the movies. I'm like, all right, now it's my turn to pick. We're watching this movie. And so Hoppers is one of those picks because like at first she's like, I don't know. I'm like, we're gonna go see it. And afterwards she was like, oh my God, so much fun when we talked about it. Zootopia 2, we finally watched that one as well. I actually dig the fuck out of Zootopia 2.
I saw Zootopia 1 way back. I guess I'd be willing to see Zootopia 2.
I think it's worth it. It's actually pretty funny too. And there's some commentaries about that too that I'm like, oh, excuse me, Disney.
No, Cheese House, they're not hoppers because they're hop. Apparently, they're beavers.
Beavers. But you're hopping.
The hopping into the body of the beaver is the hopping.
Yes.
Right? I'm getting it now, right?
It's Avatar. It's basically Avatar.
It's Avatar for animals, for cartoon animals.
Yes. Animation is pretty good. Zootopia, I also would recommend. It was pretty fun to watch. That's on Disney Plus right now. I enjoyed it. I like the ending too.
I think I'm going to try to maybe check out Marty Supreme because that's on HBO now.
I think I'm going to, because it didn't win any Oscars, I felt like I don't have to watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it because Tyler's in it.
Yeah.
That guy, Benny Safdie, had some weird shit come out about his creative process that makes me a little skeptical of him.
That's why the brothers split up.
Or is it Josh? Benny's the good one, actually.
I think Benny's the good one. Josh is the bad one.
Josh is the piece of shit.
The Rock movie. He did the Rock movie.
Yeah, Benny did the Rock movie, which I also could not watch. I started watching about 5 minutes of it before I'm like, yeah, no way. I can't take the Rock serious in this.
But
I wanted to really like that movie too, because I've seen the original documentary that all that shit's based off of. The original Smashing Machines, excellent.
Okay, I didn't know it was a documentary.
Check that out. I don't know if you can find it. It was an HBO documentary way back in the day.
Oh, it'd still be on HBO.
It's literally that's the movie. They literally just took that documentary and turned it into a movie.
Another movie that I watched that I really enjoyed was The Drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Oh yeah, is that good? That's good.
I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it.
I don't even know shit about it. I've only seen some of the marketing.
So it's like a dark romantic comedy.
Okay. Horror?
No.
Okay.
No. Dark in the sense like the movie really starts off like a romantic comedy kind of thing until they start playing this game of what's the worst thing you've ever done kind of thing.
Ooh,
right?
Okay.
And Zendaya reveals something in her past that makes the movie dark.
Okay, that sounds fire. I fuck with that.
I don't want to tell you because it's like
I fuck with that.
Because when it's I would say topical to today.
Okay. And what's that? That's that's Batman and who?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Oh, yeah, Zendaya.
And guess what? They're doing Dune 3 together. So they were really doing the drama, and then he went to do Dune 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I gotta check out those new Dune movies. I keep
yes, bro. The first.
Yeah, you're
Dune,
a big proponent. Oh, you're one of the people telling me that they're excellent.
because the director Denis Villeneuve, he did the Arrival, the Blade Runner, the sequel to Blade Runner. He's a really good science fiction director. Like I love his work. And Dune, when you do more research, it's kind of anti-science a little bit. So anti-computers. So it's very interesting. And it's kind of funny because if you look at the situation in Iran, it's kind of like Dune.
Yeah. That's what's good about that's what's so great about really good science fiction or good fiction in general is the way it can be applied in,
and the way that
different generations almost.
The way the second movie plays after watching the first one, the way the second one like goes and the way it ends, you're just like, yo, whoa. Like I walked out going Dune 2 was probably because if it came out it was supposed to come out the year Oppenheimer came out. It was the same year. It was supposed to come out that November, Barbie and everything, and then the writer's strikes pushed it to the following year. If it was nominated with Barbie and Oppenheimer and Poor Things, I would almost say that Dune 2 would have stolen a lot of awards and probably would have won Best Picture. Honestly, that's how good it was. And I love, you know how I feel about Poor Things. To me, that was the best film that year.
Oh yeah, Poor Things is so underrated, man. I feel like more people need to know about that movie.
Oh, especially after watching The Bride. I'm like,
Yeah, I
I
need to
watched-
see that too.
Nah,
Ride
I
looks
don't-
fire.
it's not.
It's not.
It's a mess.
Oh man,
It's a mess of a movie, but it almost feels like it has a lot going on and doesn't know where it wants to put it.
oh, that's a
Yeah.
bummer. I was hoping that
Actually,
would be
the
good.
movie
It looks
feels
so.
like a Frankenstein monster.
Yeah. Is it too overly stylized? Is that a problem?
The movie just
'Cause that's the vibe I got. Is like it could go way too far into the cheesy gangster direction.
I wish it was. I would say this: Christian Bale as Frankenstein, awesome. I like that. There's something that I guess there's a premise that the movie does where I just totally reject it to the point I'm like, I don't like this portion of the script, and just it tries so hard, but it feels like a studio is
But it
making
fell so
changes.
far.
It fell so far. Yeah, it was.
Try so hard, but it fell so far.
Yeah, I think it's one of those movies where people are gonna love it or hate it, and I was in the hated part.
I just got what was that, Lincoln Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got Lincoln Park in Emily's head.
But yeah,
Begonia. We can talk about.
Loved it.
You brought up Poor Thing, so that's a
Wait,
good transition to Begonia.
I love that movie. I felt
So
like
fucking good. I just saw it was on Netflix. I haven't gotten a 4K of that yet. I've been waiting for it to go on sale for a decent price before I scoop that up. But I just saw it was on Netflix, and I'm low.
It's on Netflix.
Watching
Perfect. It's like
What is it?
Begonia.
Begonia.
Begonia. All right.
Is that Mom's?
It's Mom.
Hey, what's up, Moms? Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. How you been?
Pretty good. How about you?
Been good. Been good. Can't wait for the ICP concert in Cincinnati.
Hell yeah. Josh
Yeah.
tells me you might be doing VIP.
We are doing
All
VIP.
right, got it.
Hell yeah. Make sure you tell them that Humble Among sent you, okay?
Oh, okay. Will they know you?
Yeah,
Oh,
they will.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Be like, Humble sent me, dude.
dude. Which dude are you talking about? Because there's two dudes.
Dudes.
You tell them that too, Josh.
Humble Among sent me, I guess.
Humble Among sent me, I guess. Say it like that too.
I guess. I mean, like, I'm here because, like, I've been a fan longer, but whatever. Wait, yeah, we were talking about your surgery too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, positive vibes on that.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
that goes with no issues.
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
It's been rough.
so have you ever seen The Last Temptation of Christ?
No, I have not. I have not seen that.
Oh,
I made them watch it. It's so good. Listen, William Dafoe as Jesus should sell you.
I know. I mean, it's a Marty Scorsese movie
Yes.
too, right? Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
need
is.
to
Yes,
need to
yeah,
check it out. I know it was so controversial when it came out too. Like, it's the reason. Shit. It's the reason that Swamp Thing issue got pulled. Do you know about this Jesus Swamp Thing issue that they're publishing?
No.
So Swamp Thing, Rick Veitch, I think is his name. He wrote
Yeah.
a Swamp Thing comic like fucking 30 years ago. That has Swamp Thing going back in time and meeting Jesus. I believe Swamp Thing becomes the wood on the cross.
That's fucking crazy.
So
That's
So-
crazy.
really, really crazy, heady concept that DC Comics, because of Last Temptation of Christ, was like, no fucking way. We are not publishing this. They went and they found the original fucking I believed inked drawings, and they colored them finally, and DC is finally publishing them after like 30 years.
That's
Some
awesome.
really crazy shit.
So I think the reason why it would say be controversial is because it depicts Jesus in an interesting way. That I actually like the depiction of Jesus.
I
It
have
actually
seen it.
treats him more like a
Taffy,
man.
asked have you seen Antichrist? I have seen Antichrist. That's a
I have
fucked up
not,
movie.
but I heard how fucked it is. So
Lars von Trier, I believe,
Oh,
directed that.
Lars
That's a
von
fucked
Trier.
up motherfucker.
he makes weird films.
The House That Jack Built's another excellent movie by that dude. I love The House That Jack Built. One of the best movies about a serial killer ever made.
There's a Lars von Trier film that I watched with Bjork in film.
Oh
school.
yeah, fuck! I haven't seen that. Memories of a Murder.
I think it maybe that one.
I
It
think
was
that might be what it's called.
such a strange film. I was watching. It's like this is. I love watching strange films which I think that's why I like Last Temptation of Christ. I told my mom, I was like, hey, you made me watch Passion of the Christ with like unprovoked. Made me watch that shit. Like, I'm gonna make you watch this shit. And there's like weird visions in that one. They're like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, just wait. I'll talk after the movie. But
I gotta check that out for sure.
Yeah,
I believe
and I
there's a
did an
Criterion
episode
of
with
that too.
Yes, I have that as well.
Yeah,
And I think they
that's
use
what I'll
the
probably
original
end up
footage.
copping.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. See here. What else did I see? Oh, I've been watching reality television like crazy recently.
What is it?
Reality TV, trash.
Oh, reality TV.
Mhm.
What have you been watching reality TV wise? Emily just perked up.
Before the 90 days.
Before the 90 days? So like
It's
the true crime show 90 days?
No, it's like 90 Day Fiance, but it's like
so
it's before that. Before they become like oh my god. Watching Americans date. Well,
Emily wants to know if you know a character named Tiff from South Africa. She moved to South Africa. She's from Jersey.
I think there's the single life 90. There's like 90 Day Fiance, and then it splits up to like these multiple different things. Like there's the single life, and then there's before. So my mom and my partner were watching it, and I just for some reason love tea. Like I actually watched the Mormon Wives tea movie, like the show, the Mormon, like the Secret Life of Mormon Wives, whatever. Because I just loved how fucking shitty people they were. I'm just like, they're awful. But before the 90 days just showed me how awful and shitty Americans are when they try to date people from international. I'm like, what are you doing?
I watched the YouTube video about that 90 Day Fiance show and some of the controversies surrounding it. Some dark things have happened related to that show.
So I invested my time into this, and like Monday is like the tell-all where they bring it back all. They after seeing all the footage, and they just like, all right, tell us all the other juicy stuff. And I don't know, I got a bit in it. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking pumped. Like I remember watching Maury back in the day, like the lie detector test thing, and getting pumped for those because it's just like just trash. I just love seeing shitty people be shitty.
Yeah. Have you seen Company Retreat? I almost said Company Flow. Company Retreat?
Oh, I saw a trailer for it.
It's a reality show that's like a prank on one guy type of beat, but it's by the people who did that other show for Amazon called Jury Duty.
Oh, I never heard of that either.
So it's same concept. They prank one guy. So season 1, they prank a guy with a fake trial and a fake jury. He's a guy who thinks he's going to jury duty, and he gets put on the trial, and like the whole thing's a work. Everybody's an actor except for this one guy. And they just did the second season called Company Retreat, which is the same concept. Guy gets hired to a fake company as a temp, and they go on a company retreat out in the woods, and they just fuck with him. It's just an excuse to fuck with him. But what's dope about that show, which is almost the inverse of what we were just talking about, is they really highlight the good in people. They highlight the good nature of people. They don't use it as an excuse to necessarily be mean and play mean pranks. They use it as an excuse to highlight how this motherfucker's a good person and actually steps in certain scenarios to like prevent things from happening. That like goes out of his way to like fix a situation that, without spoiling it, would have like killed the company in kayfabe terms. It's really fresh. Both seasons have an undercurrent of that. Both Jury Duty and Company Retreat. And it's really cool. I like that the idea of doing pranks on people that aren't necessarily like mean spirited and being like, haha, you dummy. You know what I mean? Like I like that.
I saw a trailer for a horror film called Company Retreat, where it's like it starts off like a prank, but it turns into like this murderous game kind of thing. It almost felt like The Menu, but for like what with that reality TV show you were just talking about Company Retreat.
Yeah. That actually sounds kind of fresh too, though. I fuck with The Menu heavy though. I
can't me too.
Go by.
And then on Friday I actually went and they had the 45th anniversary of The Evil Dead. So I was actually able to see The Evil Dead in a screen on a big screen.
Dope. Yeah, the OG boy, right?
Yes, after watching the first one, I was like, you know what? I actually really dig Evil Dead 2 more.
No, I used to think they're really different things, but I used to think that Evil Dead 2 was better, but I'm almost like I've gone back on that, and I think Evil Dead 1 might be better just because it's so raw. You know what I mean? It's such like a weird, raw, gross out movie in a way.
Yeah, and I was thinking about my short film that I wrote and the way that I was picturing how I would film it and stuff like that. I looked at this film. I'm like, wow, like I'm a big Sam Raimi like camera work dude because it's like the way the camera moving. There's a 360 shot when Ash goes down to the cellar and we see his point of view and the camera does a 360. I was like, huh. So this is where I got that from. I'm like,
and they're really doing all that stuff on like such a shoestring budget. Like,
yes.
There's the story of the Steadicam, like the POV shot of the spirit or whatever you want to call it. How they made a Steadicam out of just like fucking plywood for that. Like they literally just mounted the camera to like pieces of plywood, and they have two motherfuckers just running through the woods with the camera holding it on plywood. That's their Steadicam for those scenes where the spirits rushing through the woods and whatnot.
One of my favorite shots, and that almost a staple of the same Raimi movie, is kind of that like POV. And there's like of something getting fired and moving fast kind of thing. They do it in Spider-Man. Yeah. He does it. He does it in another film too. Like I think in Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange too because they brought Sam Raimi back, and I was just like, when Sam Raimi's doing a Deadite version of fucking Doctor Strange, I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
I haven't seen that. That's Doctor Strange Into the Multiversity.
Yeah, Strange Trip. Yeah, multiverse.
Yeah,
multiverse of madness.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen that one yet. I'm so behind on my Marvels.
I try to keep up. There's certain movies I'll like comic books. I'll skip that one. I don't need to watch that one.
I'm heavily behind on my Marvels, bro. I'm like there's like 3 Spider-Man movies I haven't seen or some shit, crazy shit like that.
And there's a new one coming out.
Yeah, I'm pretty behind. It's embarrassing. If you would have told me at like 9 years old, like, hey, Spider-Man's gonna have like multiple films out in the world that you have no interest in seeing.
The Tom Holland Spider-Mans get me the
insane
best.
To me.
The Tom Holland Spider-Mans give me the best feeling of Spider-Man.
I like the first one. I saw the first one he did, and he shows up in Iron Man 3 quite a bit.
No, you're Captain America 3.
Oh, is it Captain? Yeah, it must be.
Civil War.
Yeah, he shows up a shitload in Civil War. That's it.
That's his introduction to into the Marvel Universe was Civil War, and then No Way Home.
No Way Home's the one I've seen. That's the one I've seen.
Sorry, Homecoming with Tony Stark. Wait, you saw the one with all?
No, I saw Homecoming then, because No Way Home's the one where they go to Europe, right?
That's Far From Home.
Far From Home. That's the second one. Yeah, I haven't seen.
No Way Home is when they bring Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
I've
seen Into the Spider-Verse.
That's great. I can't wait for that sequel.
Yeah, there is a sequel, right?
Yeah, there's a across the Spider-Verse, and that one ends in a cliffhanger. And wait, you seen that one?
No, I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
You need to see the second one because the second one does so much great things with animation. Basically, because we go to different Spider-Verses and see how the way that it almost feels like a comic book. With Phil and Chris did a really good job of really establishing Spider-Man universes.
Yeah, I really liked the animation in the first one, so I definitely would like to see the second one.
Oh,
it's just like, when would it's fucking weird to me that I don't have like the gumption to like go out of my way to see these movies. I have Disney Plus. I could watch all of these Spider-Man movies today.
You could. You're just kind of like, man. That's why
I don't know. I just don't have an interest. There's still X-Men movies I haven't seen. I never saw that X-Men Apocalypse movie.
Not good.
Not good. Yeah.
No.
There's another one I think I never saw.
You saw Logan.
Oh yeah, Logan's fresh. I fuck with Logan because the old man Logan vibes are pretty heavy in there.
Yep. And I think that's the only X-Men film other than the Deadpools that you need to see. You don't need to see.
I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. I did see that. That's the last Marvel I saw, I think.
That one's good. I like that one.
That was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Mm-hmm. A lot of cool callbacks and shit.
It felt like the love letter to the Fox properties. like as it's
Yeah.
merging into the Marvel universe. Like, hey, like seeing finally seeing Channing Tatum as as Gambit when it was been rumored for so long that he was Gambit. To see that was cool.
Yeah.
Wesley
Dude from Blade, Wesley Snipes coming
Snipes.
back as Blade.
I remember that they were Ryan Reynolds and him were in a movie together before.
Yeah,
They were
he
in
was the
Blade.
heel in Blade 2.
No, Ryan Reynolds was Blade in Blade 3, Trinity, right? And he was almost Deadpool-ish in that film.
Why is this motherfucker like almost playing Deadpool in like 2 movies before he actually plays Deadpool?
Well, I mean, X-Men
crazy.
Origins, he plays
Yeah,
Deadpool,
the Origins one too.
but they don't it's not the Deadpool you see. That's like, and I remember I watched what Blade 3 has Triple H in it.
No fucking way.
Yes, way. Triple H.
Is he a vampire?
Yes, he is.
How does Gangrel feel about that?
He's a vampire, and this is before he started doing the facial hair. So it's clean face Triple H.
Wow.
With the long hair.
That really makes me want to go and see Trinity.
So I
want to go watch
Blade 2 had the guy from Daryl from The Walking Dead. He's in Blade 2.
Reedus?
Yes, he's in Blade 2.
An old normie Reedus?
Yes. That's I thought who you're thinking because he's part of the bad guy. And that's a Guillermo del Toro film.
Yeah. The second one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, horror is such a funny genre with that, man. Like, how so many like big directors end up directing a sequel to a horror movie and then becoming like way bigger. Like, what is it? James Cameron directed Piranha 2 or whatever the fuck.
Well, okay, so so the rumor has like they Alan Smithied him, or like he started.
Oh, really? That's an Alan Smithy boy?
I think he got fired off Piranha 2. Like he didn't finish the film. I think somebody else finished it for him, but yeah, he worked on Piranha 2.
Hey, shouts out to EC Jug.
EC, woo. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro did the second Blade, and then Alfonso Cuarón, he did Harry Potter 3, and he ended up winning an Oscar for Gravity. Yes. Oh, and I think he did Birdman as well. I love Birdman. You've seen
Birdman's fresh. Yeah, I've seen Birdman. Birdman's fresh. Gravity's also fresh. I haven't seen that like since it came out though. I don't know if that would hold up or not.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Gravity?
No.
No, it's pretty cool. Its big gimmick for me is how it's like essentially shot kind of like in one shot.
Oh, that's why I like Birdman. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, Birdman's the same gimmick. Holy fuck.
Yeah, Emma Stone's in that movie too.
Yeah, you should check out if you like that gimmick of one shot continuous type beat. I do. Definitely check out Gravity because
it's pretty interesting.
It's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah. That's why I think I took somebody to see Birdman. They didn't like it as much. I was like, you don't get it.
Yeah, I forgot Birdman does the one shot gimmick.
Oh yeah, and it's and like even the soundtrack is kind of like jazz a little bit because like it's moving with it as you're going through this play thing. And it's kind of like meta a little bit because like Michael Keaton's like Birdman, but it's like Batman. He was Batman at one time. It's like the thing about it, he comes back for Flash, and I wish he didn't. I didn't like that. I didn't like Flash.
Yeah, it was cool just to see that version of Batman, but it didn't even feel like that version of Batman to me.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't feel like the same Batman. I'm just like, oh, this would be a beautiful death. Like, oh, they want to ape from the best comic book Batman's ever in, but I'm like, whatever.
There was some cool stuff in that Flash movie, I guess, but
never was Ezra Miller fan.
That movie's pretty stained just by that guy who plays Flash.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he's kind of a fucking weirdo. So that movie was like already stained before it even came out.
And the movie's weird. I mean, the opening scene with that movie with the baby and everything, like the CGI babies, the slow motion thing. I was like, this is.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like in the what is it? Is it a fire, an earthquake, something going on?
Yeah. The hospital's going down, and then like because Wonder Woman and Batman show up in that one. That's the last time we see Ben Affleck's Batman is in that movie.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even remember that part. I do remember him in using the Speed Force to save the baby, though. Yeah, Flash. Okay, it's an okay movie, I guess. I like it because it's a little bit of a Flashpoint adaptation, but I don't know. That Ezra Miller is just such a weirdo. Hey, whoop whoop.
I think with the James Gunn DC that we're gonna be able to
Shout out to the Swiffer in the corner. Get the dirt out the corner. You heard me?
Dirt out the corner. I'm excited to see what the DC comes. I know that the Spider-Girl is coming up. Supergirl is coming out this summer.
Clayface. You see the Clayface trailer?
I did.
That shit looks hard, bro.
I'm, like,
I'm actually super pumped for that.
Which universe is it? Because like I've been waiting.
Oh, it's supposed to be in James Gunn's universe.
Oh, so we're gonna get Clayface before the new Batman. Cool.
Well, that whole Robert Pattinson Batman's in a different universe.
Oh, so. I know that. Oh, I know that. And
that
Batman too.
I think the first Batman we're gonna get is probably the Brave and the Bold movie that has a Batman logo in it. So
yes.
I think that's the first real big peek at, or maybe we get a little bit of Batman and Clayface. I don't know. Might be a good way to show that Batman towards the end or something.
We'll see. I have high hopes. I saw the trailer for him, like, okay, I like the vibes. And like Clayface, and like I loved him in the anime series.
Yeah, and they're doing it off of the animated series pretty heavily, it looks like. I think they've even said that. I think they straight up said that they're basing it off of that episode. Perfect. So that's a good sign, because it's one of the best episodes. That's a great episode of that show.
I mean, I would say if you like, I want to get into Batman, I'm like, just watch the anime series first. Just watch the Batman anime series.
Yeah, watch the whole series. Don't even just watch that one episode.
Good,
watch that whole thing.
There's certain episodes I'm just like, this is on. Like, it's how I felt about Adventure Time. It was like, I'm watching Adventure Time. It's another movie show I've been watching is Fiona and Cake, because I finally finished all Adventure Time plus The Distant Lands, and I started watching Fiona and Cake, and I'm just like, oh, this is good shit. Like, they're building off from all those good wheels that I have from the show, and then they're doing something different. I'm like, cool. I like this a lot. This feels like a true sequel to what I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours strong. Just bullshitting. No plans at all. No script at all. We talked maybe a little loosely about what stuff we should talk about, but we were like, yeah, let's not even do this too much, because
I feel like every time I was like, hey, all right, I'm gonna give you a movie to watch, and we talk about the movie, and all of a sudden we just veer track a little bit, and then we try to come back. And I'm just like, the early episodes, I think I cut like an hour worth of stuff that we talked about before.
You probably shouldn't even have cut it, because that was probably some funny stuff in there.
It was, and some of it, well, there's some stuff that we talked about that I purposely cut because of the subject matter we were probably talking about.
Oh, was it Clockwork E jokes?
No, I kept that
We're
in.
live. You can't cut the Clockwork E jokes.
Oh, Toxic. I actually talked about Toxic Avenger 2 the other day, about the Japan, how weird it was. Like, it was in Japan.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fresh. I was
hopefully
like,
we get that Mr. Melvin cut at some point. I keep hoping that makes its way to
physical
media or something.
You know what? And if it does get released, we'll do a review on it.
Yeah, we gotta do a review of it.
Especially if they combine 2 and 3 together. And I'm like, I think we can do it. I feel like all the Japan stuff might get cut or just reworked.
I mean, he's got to go to Japan, but I think it gets squished down like massively, because it just, I mean, how many fucking montages are in part 2 of him just gallivanting around Japan and shit?
How many times? And like, you really think that your dad's in Japan, my guy? Like, you think you're Japanese, my dude? Where I think the third one fixed it better. I keep thinking about the third one a lot, and then and the fourth one, I just keep remembering, like, I didn't like that fourth one.
It's the best one.
No, it is not.
It is though.
It's so mean spirited.
But that's why it's the best one.
I was listening to a podcast recently, and they brought up the Toxic Avenger 3 like in the video store, and like how that's kind of like streaming today now a little bit. It's just like how streaming services are going to act like, or like how hard it is to find like independent stuff, where like the video store used to be great because you can just put your videotape out there and smaller stuff can be seen, where now streaming services, especially with fucking ads, they're kind of like redoing that thing again, where it's like, it's harder to see these ultra super rare shit. And that's why I will keep championing, get copies, to get physical copies of entertainment. You know,
It's especially annoying because you pay for these streaming services, and now they're really getting crazy with the ads interrupting the movies, which is one of the big reasons I hated cable television back in the day, is the ads interrupting the movies, like interrupting the flow of a film, like and shit. Like that always would bug the fuck out of me.
That's where the lore of why we went to streaming services in the first place, to escape that, to the fact that now they'll use the excuse of, we need to do it to make content. You want these original content, we needed to pay for it. Listen,
you don't want commercials? Pay an extra $10 a month on top of what you're already paying.
Bullshit, dude. Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, the game is pretty obvious what they're doing with that.
Correct.
But I mean,
I wouldn't
here's the
mind
other thing. Like, even if you buy something, like off of one of these outlets, off of Amazon, off of iTunes, off of YouTube, whatever, what happens if they decide to limit your access to that? Like, if you don't have it downloaded and they just decide to take it down, even for people who've purchased it, it's just gone. You just don't have it. If you didn't download it, you don't have it. If your hard drive fails, you don't have it. Like, physical media, if you really care about something and you want to be able to watch it anytime you want, the only way to really go is physical media, because they can take it away at any point.
Or put ads right in the middle of the film, and all of a sudden, you're not. I'm a proponent. You need to see film as it was shown, which is no commercials. Or
the 1984 effect on content. Like they will change shit. They will take stuff down, full episodes down from a run on a TV show that you want to see. You want to watch South Park? You buy Paramount Plus or whatever the fuck to watch South Park. You can't watch all of South Park. You can only watch certain episods of South Park.
Nope.
Yeah, almost all of South Park, but
Always Sunny. There's a few episodes that are banned from Always Sunny.
Nathan's show. There's a couple of episodes that aren't on Paramount.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force has like
Aqua Teen's got a couple. SpongeBob, fucking SpongeBob's got a couple.
What?
Yeah, SpongeBob's the Panty Raid episode. Yeah, Panty Raid. I think there's another one that they've banned.
The Panty. Oh man, I like that episode. Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob and Patrick hanging out.
Yeah, going on a Panty Raid at the end.
You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? That's that episode.
But you can watch that on DVD. That's the point. If you want it, you can still buy the SpongeBob DVDs
you
to watch.
You gotta find the old copies, because if you buy like the newer, there's like a big Aqua Teen like gimmick you can get, but they took that one band episode out.
You gotta buy what is it? Season. Oh. See, because they fucking put the volumes out all confusing.
Yeah, they did.
It's like volume. It's like volume 4, season 5, or season 5, volume 4, something like that.
Yeah,
is the one that you want that has both of the episodes, I think.
Yeah,
because there's what is it? It's the Shaken Blackface episode that
I watched some of it on
super hard
YouTube.
to find one.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Like
from
Adult Swim from like 9 years ago, like whatever it was. And I watched it. I was like, yeah, I get
that one's on the DVD though. That one is on the DVD.
That one's hard to watch because like I became a big fan of Dana Schneider, who plays Shake, and like the way that he goes. I'm like, I mean, you're doing it, but I'm like, the excuse is like he got bit by a radioactive black man. I'm like,
oh my god.
I was like,
hey, it's kind of funny.
It's like, all right, instead of Spider-Man, he becomes Black Man. Like,
you ever seen this movie, The Dirties?
The Dirties?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think.
So The Dirties is Matt Johnson's first movie. He's the guy from Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Okay.
He did a movie a while back called The Dirties, which is actually like kind of produced / platformed by Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith had a little production company, a distribution company that he was working on for a while called Smodcast Films.
Yeah, I remember that.
Smodcast Films put out, I think, like 2 movies. The Dirties was the first one. But The Dirties is a mockumentary / found footage style movie about 2 kids, very Columbine-esque, who do a school shooting. And it's mostly a high school buddy film. It's like Superbad or something.
Whoa.
But then it has this really ugly turn towards the end, without spoiling it.
Guess what? Then you will like the drama.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That sounds good. But I wanted to bring up the Dirties because it's like super good. It's like I watched it when it first came out like years ago when like Kevin Smith was platforming it because I was a huge Kevin Smith mark, and I loved it then. I thought it was a good movie then, but like I feel like I don't know, it's oddly like aged really well, like surprisingly well. I thought I was like even more impressed by it watching it again with my my whole Nirvana the band spree that I went on rather recently, getting ready for the movie to come out.
I had my kick of being a Kevin Smith fan. I think anytime you're into like wanting to be a film, like a big film lover, you're gonna find your way into Kevin Smith and you're gonna find a way of liking him, but then you grow out of him, I would say.
I still am into Kevin Smith's shit. I don't like watch it as often as I fucking used to. I mean, I used to probably watch Clerks like
I love Clerks.
Almost weekly, I would say. Like I probably would almost like peep something Clerks 2, one of the animated series, something Clerks related. I haven't seen Clerks. Fuck. Been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen Clerks. I think I maybe showed Kosuke Clerks.
You made it.
Did we watch it at my dad? Yeah, we watched it at my dad's house, Emily just said.
Oh.
But that was what, 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
I just watched Clerks with Bill.
Oh, we watched Clerks 3 though. Did we watch Clerks 1? Okay.
I didn't like Clerks 3. I didn't like it.
I like parts of it. I can see what he was doing, but in the the overall pantheon of Clerks things, it's probably the weakest Clerks thing.
Because I'm tired of him doing the Clerks thing. At that point, it's like, oh, like your idea is like he's gonna make a movie at his job. I'm like, yeah.
Have you seen the what is it, the 4:30 movie?
No, I didn't. I heard people mixed on that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. I'm curious about it though.
I mean, I was one of the few to see Tusk in theaters. I enjoyed Tusk.
That's dope. You saw Tusk in theaters. That's fresh.
Yeah, there was one other person in the theater with me. yeah.
I would have loved to see that shit. EC Joe says, shout out Emily.
That's why we love you, EC.
She says, love you. We love you, EC Joe.
So I remember listening because I used to listen to Kevin Smith. I would listen to his podcast more than I would listen to Hollywood Babylon. I would listen to
oh man, I was on Smodcast early.
Smodcast,
I was downloading Smodcast from their fucking website.
I actually, before they put it on a paywall, I was listening to the old episodes and I'm working my way through when he was starting to do it before Zach and Miri Makes a Porno. And it's like,
yeah, man.
I saw Zach and Miri Makes a Porno too.
I had the original Smodcast edits where they used to edit music behind it.
Yes.
And they had to take all that shit down because it was all heavily copywritten.
Yes. As like, because I had an idea for a film because I was doing I was in film school at the time. I had an idea where my Clerks S, where I was working for a lawn company where we had to go door to door cold knock people about fucking lawn care, and I wanted to do something like that, like a one day of that, and then my opener would have been "Shame on Them Inwards" from Wu-Tang Clan. Like I love that beat, and when I listened to one of the old Smodcast stuff, he used that song behind their talking. I'm like, fuck, he got there before I did.
Well, there was a good chance he would get there before you with how many songs they were putting on that.
Yeah, United States Insanity. I saw that in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I was so excited, and at the end of the movie, they played a whole concert.
Yeah, they played like a little 4-song set or something afterwards
from the Capitol.
Yeah, that's on the special features for the Blu-ray and the DVD, I think too.
And I wrote a film paper about United States of Insanity.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I interviewed the director of that on Stoney's podcast way back. I don't know if that's still up, but you can go find me and Stoney interviewing that guy from like fucking probably also 4 years ago.
I think I watched an interview where a YouTube channel was like they're watching the movie and he's talking about the director was talking to this guy while they're watching the movie about things behind the scenes stuff. And it's just
like
funny how
type beat.
Yeah. So it's like it was interesting that the directors, there's 2 directors who were like they were following some firefighters and they were like thinking about their next film.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they were like, hey, like clown posse kind of thing. And then they call and that's the same day they sued the FBI. So their day one footing was the Sewell of the FBI. And I still remember that time very rapidly about that time because it's like that. I remember I had a weird situation with a sheriff at school. We had a sheriff at school kind of thing. And I was wearing an ICP shirt and he singled me out, talked to me about like, do you know who they are? You know what they're about? I'm like, yeah, I'm telling them like the fucking lore and everything. And that made me feel uncomfortable to the point where I stopped wearing ICP stuff at school.
Wow.
Cause like, why are you talking to me like this? And then the whole FBI shit. And I was like, eek. Oh. Because I watched the AMC Nightline episode where the ICP was on. I watched that. And that was very uncomfortable to see how people were depicting us.
Hey, shouts out to Jiggy Fresh in the chat. What's up, Jiggy?
Hey,
Whoop,
Jiggy, what's up? Whoop, whoop. Bro, we've been on for
They just did their that shit trash, that shit fire last night.
Another success. Those guys are awesome. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, shouts out to Team MUJ.
The homies. Now, like, they're thinking about the gathering. It's like, where's the spot going to be at this shit?
Yeah, where's the new hill?
Got the hilltop no more.
They'll figure out a new spot.
Yeah,
Prez will figure out a new spot.
Right by the beach.
Prez is already working on it. He's out there doing reconnaissance right now, probably.
Oh, what else? Was there anything else you want to talk about?
Shit, man. I feel like we did touch on mostly everything that I watched. I did see the movie Freaked recently.
What's that?
Which is directed by Alex Winter, who you might know from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He's the one that's not Keanu. Alex Winter directed this movie called Freaked back in the 90s. Must have just been off of the juice of Bill and Ted. But it's this very weird sort of remake of the classic film Freaks. You know, the classic classic black and white film Freaks.
I was on something. I don't know, my Twitter or my Instagram or my Facebook, but that film, they were showing like all shots of the like prosthetics and stuff like that.
Yeah. For Freaks though, right?
Yeah, for Freak. Yeah. And I was like, I need to see this movie because this looks freaking dope.
It's really cool, man. If you like practical effects, the practical effects are done by this guy, Screamin' Mad George. Screamin' Mad George has some of the freshest practical effects in all of horror. He did what is it? The Society. If you've ever seen The Society, fucking tremendously weird, fantastic work. Anyway, he does all the makeup effects for these freaks, but it's essentially like a weird sort of trauma-esque remake of this classic movie Freaks, which used
Google Gobble.
Google Gobble. You know what I'm talking about. They used real freak show freaks in that movie.
It's a creepy fucking movie, man.
Yeah, it's really kind of an early. It's kind of horror, kind of part horror, part documentary, in a weird way. Because they're real people.
One of us.
But yeah, so Freaked is a very trauma-esque comedy film, though. That's sort of a remake of that, but just insane. Just not Dennis Quaid. What's the other Quaid? The crazy Quaid. Randy Quaid. Yeah, Randy Quaid is the main heel in the movie. And Bobcat Goldthwait plays a sock puppet mutant.
Whoa.
And Mr. T plays the bearded lady.
Okay, I need to see this movie.
If that doesn't sell it on you, I don't know what else will.
Listen,
but it's really fantastic.
The prosthetics and then just the creativity that I'm seeing. I'm like, I will talk about Evil Dead 2. Like some of the stop motion stuff looks fucking silly, but even in Evil Dead 1, when the Deadites like fucking go away and you can tell it's fake, I'm just like, but the creativity to think about this stuff, like I still like it. It still plays well. I mean, it's a portion of hell that I'm like, the reason why I like the Deadites, like they like to fuck with you. It's the fact that their death is like this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they really do like to fuck with you. You've seen Army of Darkness, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah. This is my boomstick. Yeah. Talk about how are you doing a third film of a sequel to Evil Dead 2 and you go completely off the like you just like
off the rails. They went way on the rails. Off the track. The name of the episode's Off the Track.
Off the track. Yes. I was like, I had several different names, but Off the Track just seemed kind of.
No, I fuck with that. I like I like that ICP song quite a bit.
You know what? I would tell you the Calm is an album that grows on me.
Yeah. I mean, I like that era, man. My whole gimmick right now is about marinating in that era. So
Oh, the Tempest era.
I definitely like that era.
Oh man. S-Mart, Kmart. And you know they're doing another Evil Dead film this year. Evil Dead Burns coming out in July.
Yeah, I did see. I think they dropped a teaser or something.
Yeah, they dropped.
I haven't seen it though.
It's good. It's actually just it looks like a scene of just like chaos happening, and then reveal like, is this Evil Dead Burn? I'm like, oh, is it the same guy?
I really like the Evil Dead remake. I liked Evil Dead Rise, so I'll probably check that out.
I love Evil Dead Rise. The remake, I remember watching it and enjoying it.
Have you seen Scream 7? I have not seen Scream 7 yet.
No, here's the thing. I haven't seen Scream 5, 6.
Oh shit, really?
Not much of a Scream guy.
Oh man, Scream
I like
5,
the first one.
The last couple of them are pretty good. Scream 5 definitely is worth checking out at the very least, though.
Yeah, people say it's pretty good, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I guess
yeah, 6 is a little bit, but 5 is definitely worth checking out.
I think the first one did enough for me to be like, I don't know if I need to see, because every time they try to like do the gimmick again and again, I'm just like, and I guess they like the 5 and 6 trying to get away from Sydney a little bit. Right.
Well, they bring it back to Sydney with 7. They paid Nev Campbell a whole fucking boatload of money.
Well, yeah, because the whole controversy about the other actor with Israel had something to do with Israel.
Oh yeah, one of the other main girl was saying some crazy shit online.
She stood up for Palestine, and they pretty much left the project.
God forbid. God forbid you being creative and say your opinion.
They're finding that Scary Movie's coming back, and they're kind of doing like, is that going to be the best Scream 7? Is going to be Scary Movie?
I mean, it might be. It might be better than Scream 7 from what I'm hearing. We were going to go see that in the theater, but then the reviews were so shit ass that I was like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Listen, that's how I felt about Michael. I told my partner, I was like, I don't know. I've heard these things about Michael, and I don't know if I want to see it. And they're like, just go see it. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, bored. Like, oh, man. Like,
so would you give it whoops down?
Well, Michael?
2 whoops down for Michael?
If it was like people like, what's my recommendation? It's a down.
It's 1 whoop down?
1 whoop down, because I can see people enjoying it, and that's why it can go to a whoop sideways territory where it's like, if you are a fan of Michael, it's like you're gonna find no faults in it, because it's like it gives you the highlights, the best things about Michael. His music.
I feel like most people going into it just want that kind of retelling story gimmick.
People
that
applauded.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? What are you plotting for? Like, it didn't do anything. It was like it did the bare minimum surface level. I'm like, I don't want to fucking film my guy.
I'd love to see a really comprehensive Michael Jackson documentary, honestly. Just thinking about that Hulk Hogan documentary I just watched. I'd love to see something like a 6-part Michael Jackson doc or some shit like that.
And I think because the estate was a part of the movie. The estate. Because there's even a logo for one of the people who helped produce it. It was like a Michael Jackson thing. I'm like, there's a reason why we're not going to go where we should go, because I think
the estate. Emily was just saying it's the estate in the background here.
So it's just like, you're never going to get a true Michael Jackson movie, because you're never going to treat. That's why I like The Last Temptation of Christ, because it treats Jesus as a man, not a god.
Yeah.
And I was like, they treat.
I gotta see Last Temptation for sure.
Bro.
I'm so close to getting Emily to watch Terminator finally.
Oh, what? Terminator? Listen, Terminator is Halloween.
Yeah. I told her I told her I would give her $50 if she doesn't cry at the end of Terminator 2.
Oh, okay. So Terminator.
Am I right? She's gonna cry, right?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. I think she's gonna cry. She cries at everything.
So Terminator 1, when I watched the first Terminator, I was like, oh, James Cameron, this is Halloween.
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
Robot. Yeah, it plays like a horror film, and like the Terminator is kind of like Michael Myers a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yeah, like I'm for it. And then Terminator 2 is an action film.
Yeah.
And then like they never
Almost
been
like a
able-
feel-good family action film in a way.
a buddy cop film, yeah.
Yeah.
Like and like I like the tones and the colors on that one too. Like Terminator 2 is a good James Cameron film where I wouldn't say James Cameron does his own thing. Like
Yeah.
he'll give you the special. It's like almost like another George Lucas.
I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck about those Avatar movies though. That shit's ass. I thought that shit was ass. I haven't seen the new one, but that first one was fucking ridiculous to me.
Oh, the first one is basically Pocahontas Fur Gully and really pushing the 3D and like the 3D special effects. Like
It just seemed like the weight of the movies being held up by the special effects. Like it's a spectacle more than it is an interesting story or narrative or anything.
And it feels like James does the simplicity so much so any language can understand it. Like it's not hard to translate. He wants to make it as easy to understand. Yeah, international because that's who he wants people to see the movie and pushing technology to its foremost. Because I saw Avatar 2 in 3D and the way the water was working with the 3D was pretty good. I was like, all right, you cooking here. The story, why is it 2.5 hours? I do not know. Or sorry, I think that was like 3 hours. I'm like, why? Like this isn't an Avengers film. Like there's no build up to this. Like a character makes a statement that I agree with. We're getting captured again. I'm like, yes. Why are you getting captured again? Why am I seeing almost the same scene from an hour ago? It was played differently. Avatar 3, I was like, I'm not gonna see it. I'm just not gonna. I'm good.
So there's only 2 of those out?
3. There's 3 avatars.
There is 3 out.
Yep. There's Avatar, The Way of the Water, and then like Fire or something, Fire Ash or whatever.
Huh. So they're doing an Elements thing. They're copying Ouija.
Or they're copying the Avatar The Last Airbender.
Which Ouija might have copied.
Might have. Who knows?
Purely speculation.
I mean, yes. Yeah. And then that movie got leaked. The Avatar Last Airbender movie got leaked.
Are we talking about M. Night Shyamalan?
No, so the animated movie, they were gonna bring the animated show, they're gonna do a movie, right?
And it got leaked?
Yeah, it got leaked out on the internet. You could watch.
Did it really? Like what, recently?
Yes, I think like a couple weeks ago.
I haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah, and they up-aged Aang and all the characters to like adults, so you get to see them as adults doing this adventure. Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So they fucked because it got leaked?
Yeah, because they were going to lose it in theaters. I think Paramount, some head was just like, no, we're going to put it on the streaming services. And then some guy from Indonesia leaked it out.
Oh, that sucks. They're fucked. That sucks.
Yeah, because people are starting to watch it. I didn't watch it. I still say release it in the theaters. People are going to support it because
I mean, here's the thing. This stuff, like fucking goddamn anime and manga and all this like K-pop and all this shit is so fucking popping right now. They'd be fools not to at least try to get some money back with that.
Shit, man. Like,
especially if it's already out, it needs to be out today. If it's already out, that needs to be already out. Like,
what do you try to cop your money back, my guy?
Yeah,
what the?
It needs to be out like immediately.
Because they are also doing an Avatar. The Netflix.
Hey, whoop whoop, Westbeck.
Westbeck.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate you.
Main stage. That's the only way you're able to go to the gathering. Like, yeah, I'm on main stage.
I mean, I might literally. What's the joke from fucking Beyond the Mat? Terry, I ain't booked.
Terry, I ain't booked.
I ain't booked, Terry.
I was talking to Kosuke. We're trying to do a podcast together. I pitched him like we'll review a pay-per-view, a classic pay-per-view, or he wants to do a wrestling documentary. I think it's Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, Beyond the Mat's excellent. Have you not seen Beyond the Mat?
I have. I thought I was in a wrestling. Like I watched Wrestling with the Shadow, the Bret Hart documentary, which is
I was just talking about that last night.
Fascinating, because like where it ends up in Montreal Screwjob, where it's just like this could be a work, my guy. Like there was a documentary crew that happened to be there.
Yeah, I just watched that rather recently. Fucking A. Vinegar Syndrome had a Blu-ray of that, so I had to cop that. And I was watching it just to see how good the Blu-ray looked. And god damn, that movie's so good.
And
I forgot how funny Bret Hart is in that whole movie.
And it just tell like that little piece of history is how WWF went to the Attitude Era. Like it's almost an essential watch. It was like you need to understand like where things were going and why Stone Cold became Stone Cold, because like I don't think if they do the Montreal school job, Stone Cold would have been different, because Owen Hart and Bret Hart would still be in a thing, right? Because like after that, Owen Hart's on his own, and then he breaks Austin's neck.
Stone Cold's already getting so hot that it's almost like ridiculous that they're not just putting the title on Stone Cold at that point. Like, because it's like what, Shawn gets the title and then he drops it at the next Mania, right? Yeah, Shawn gets it in Survivor Series, and then there's
he loses to Austin
fucking 6 months until that Mania.
He loses
6 months until that Mania, and then Austin gets it, and he runs with it for a minute.
In 14, yeah, and then he keeps it and loses its shenanigans and gets it back on 15. Then he's out. He's out for the WrestleMania 2000. He's out.
Yeah, because he's already supposed to get his fucking surgeries done even before his run, because he already had broken his neck before his run.
It was at that Survivor Series. I think it was at the Survivor Series where, not Survivor Series, but SummerSlam, where he won the Intercontinental from Owen Hart that time, where Bret won it back. Because Bret was champion because of Shawn, because he spit in that, because there was Undertaker versus Bret at that SummerSlam.
God, it's so convoluted. I don't remember any of that stuff.
So I'm a big Austin fan. So when I had the WWE Network, I would just watch the pay-per-views that he was on.
Yeah.
Like, where I started at like King of the Ring 96, where I actually went further than that. I think I went from WrestleMania 12, and I kind of watched his character build up. And I actually watched In Your House and everything. It was like I was able to watch those. Those were fascinating to watch, the development and change and everything. Yeah. So I was big.
The WWE Network was so fire, bro. I could just pull up any damn fucking
all that wrestling. It was awesome.
Just any pay-per-view, bro. That was so fucking cool. I guess Netflix has a little bit of that with like their little archive thing, but it's not going to be as cool as that fucking network was.
No, and I don't even watch WrestleMania anymore.
Did you watch WrestleMania this year?
No,
I didn't watch any of it.
I haven't watched any. I haven't watched anything. No, I haven't.
You didn't watch Stranglemania? You don't watch JCW?
No, I don't.
You should check out JCW a little bit. They're doing some
I like
stuff.
I like going to a JCW show. Like I'm always happy to see them, and I'm a guy that keeps up with things. If I ever pick, so if I get back into it, I'll be able to know where I'm at in the storyline. Same with AEW. I used to watch. There was like a 2-3 year window where I was watching everything AEW. I was watching all the pay-per-views, everything. I would go to shows. Loved AEW. And then I fell off. There's something about it. I just fell off for a bit. I never really got back into it.
Yeah, check out some JCW. It's really good. It's really good.
The fact where I still follow the Wrestling Observer, where I'm listening to the head guys talk about JCW, and like it's a better entertaining show than NXT. I'm like, yup.
It's great. Yep. I basically only watch GCW and JCW when I'm watching wrestling. I'll watch the occasional GCW show. I try to catch Lunacy every week, but honestly, I usually end up tuning out before the end of Lunacy a lot of times.
It's only an hour. I mean, I just got to dedicate an hour.
Yeah, I need to get better at finishing the actual episodes like every fucking week though, and like reporting on that shit. Well, I hella dropped the ball with covering JCW, because I was doing pretty good with doing those recap videos, but them shits take so much fucking work. I literally like just don't have the time to do that shit. And like literally I'd have to quit my job and just do video stuff full time to fucking even remotely accomplish editing that shit. And that's not going to work for me right now. So
Kosuke said he wanted to do like a wrestling podcast of just independent wrestling. Like that's probably the only way I would get back into wrestling if I was made.
I mean, honestly, the fire move would be do a podcast where Kosuke could come in with the independent news, because he's always got that shit on deck, and then I could talk about the JCW shit. And then maybe we can have you be the motherfucker who doesn't know shit about any of this shit, who gets to have the fresh reaction of hearing about all of this shit.
It's fine. Yeah.
You know what
'Cause
I mean? Because then you have you have that dynamic of the people talking about these things, but also the dynamic of someone who doesn't necessarily know anything about any of this.
Yeah, you guys keep me attractive. If I ever decided to watch it, I'd be like, all right, cool.
One of my favorite wrestling podcasts was this podcast. We Watch Wrestling, and the initial idea of it was these two wrestling fans and their friend Tom, who didn't really know shit about wrestling. And part of the fun of that whole podcast was them two who knew so much about wrestling putting Tom up on that shit. So I always think about that dynamic when it comes to, well, really anything, honestly. I've kind of used that dynamic with my Gathering doc shit a little bit because I used it with Emily for her first gathering because I kind of experienced it through her eyes a little bit for that year.
Yeah.
And I used it again for Kosuke the year that I brought Kosuke.
And this one's kind of like I watched your documentary this year. It's a little different than you usually do it. It's like you kind of cut some fat in that one.
I didn't film any performance stuff is really the big difference.
And just seeing Odious and everything, I was like, oh man, just good times.
Yeah, I honestly wish I would have filmed a little bit more, but this last gathering was probably one of my busiest gatherings. And I say every year that I'm going to have a more chill gathering, and then I end up just being busier somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm not even booked to be on anything except for the podcast event. These are all things like just at campsites or just me walking around talking to people, selling merch. I sold more merch this last year than I've ever sold at the gathering. And I think that's a lot of it is because I actually set up to sell merch a couple of times.
I think
whereas before I'm just like, yeah, I got it. It's in my car. I'm not gonna go get it.
I would love because like the movie tent. I'm like, hey man, would it be great if I can get a screening? Like, hey, I want to do a screening. Whoops up, whoops down at the gathering. Can I do this? Like
that would be cool if they did some special shit like that because they don't really do anything except for run movies in that tent.
Right?
They did do like a Big Money Hustlers thing.
Last year they did the movie roast. Kind of thing.
They did. You're right.
Yeah, and that was pretty fun.
Show.
Yeah, and I actually got to peep it because you didn't perform and Clockwork Eve did instead. So I actually got to peep that out as it was like at the end of it, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like I could do it. I mean, like you just need to follow the movie and stuff like that, and like, all right, you don't have to. You can slap me at like 2 a.m. I don't give a fuck. Like I'll be ready, and just talk about a movie. Like I would show The Room. I would probably be like, "Hey, we're gonna show The Room, or we're gonna show blah 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 blah."
Well, honestly, what you should do, Josh, is you should write Juggalo Gathering at or info at Juggalo Gathering, and you should fucking because that's Jump Steady's email, and you should just pitch it. And I'm like, and all I gotta do is like because he likes having videos. I'm like, well, look, I have 50 plus episodes of me reviewing movies. Yeah, just link to your YouTube channel real quick and explain what you're trying to do.
Man,
might as well just shoot your shot because he'll either see it and like the idea and write you back, or he'll just see it and be like, well, on to the next email.
It would be pretty good. One of my visions for this would be like a Juggalo film festival. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty hard.
You couldn't do it you could do it at the gathering. You would just have to you would have to plan it out pretty.
You'd have to maybe block out a whole day. And just do Juggalo films.
Yes.
You could totally do that, though. There's enough of them, I think, at this point. Like, between different documentaries and, like, that family movie.
Yeah.
Off-Ramp.
I'm talking about, like, Juggalos making their own movies and then, like, we watch it.
Like Juggalo made movies.
Yeah.
That's an even cooler idea, honestly.
Because, like, with my film degrees.
Here we go.
I
only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time. So, but one of the things I could do is I can work at a film festival kind of thing. So I can organize my own because I have the credentials to do it because of all my film studies stuff like that. Like, yeah, like I would want a platform for films that don't get seen to be like, hey, or like, hey, invite Juggalos who didn't know they were Juggalos. They send in like their work. I'm like, hey, I think you'd be good for this film festival. Invite them to the gathering to have it there, and then boom, explore from that. Yeah. I don't know. Something I've been thinking about and working about, like what I want the future of the show and what I want, because it's like Juggalos and movies. I'm like, well, let's do a film festival.
You could almost do a film festival on your channel. Honestly, bro, you could do it.
True.
Send in some films, and then do a stream or put together your own video and premiere it as if it's a stream of all of them kind of strung together. You know.
So I've been thinking about. I haven't really been asking about memberships or stuff like that, and I'm like, well, we could do watch alongs and stuff like that, but I could never do it on YouTube because like the copyright stuff. I was like, well,
You can do watch alongs, just don't show it on the screen.
well, I actually want to we watch it along on the screen, like we were all watching it in a space where I could show clips and stuff like that. Like they're like,
Yeah.
Twitch, stuff like that. Or like I do a Patreon where I can
Do it on
invite you guys
Discord
into it.
too.
Yeah, Discord where I can invite you in and we can just, that's what place are like, hey, I'm gonna show you this, let me show you that. We're watching a movie together all at once, kind of thing. Or I don't know. There's certain things I'm thinking about as I'm trying to grow the channel, but whatever. Not trying to
Yeah, I
pressure
want to do
myself.
watch alongs real bad. We
Yes.
used to do the wrestling watch alongs quite a bit. And I flirted with the idea of doing commentaries. I think that would be a really fun and easy thing to do. I'm about to
So
set up this new area over here, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit more easier to do stuff like that, because it's so hard to sit over here on this fucking stupid pink couch gimmick that we've
Okay.
had here for a couple of years
Here's
now. So
here's some lore. It's about commentary. I did a project in film school where I was in this class where we did like gaming stuff, and I had to make like a interactive thing, and I decided to do the Montreal Screwjob kind of thing, where you pick notions and you go places where like what happened at Montreal Screwjob. Like I really digged into it, and there was a bonus track that I hidden away in the game where you can hear me commentating the match. Like I actually do a commentary of the whole match. I actually, and I have it. And I was just like, I listened back to it. I was like, wow, I'm all right.
doing it are you doing it like wrestling commentary or just
Yeah.
like talking about
Yeah.
what's happening in the match?
Both. And then
little bit
I
of
actually
both.
I wrote a play around the same time. I was in a playwriting class, and I wrote a play about just a standard rejection kind of thing, but I used wrestling as a way in. Like each time we do a different scene, a TV would turn on and we could hear commentators. Like this guy's watching wrestling, we could hear the commentator's voice and stuff like that, setting up the emotions we're supposed to see and stuff like that. Pretty cool, actually. So I wrote commentary myself, and I actually used JR and bygones and stuff like that. But I ended up getting an A in that class, so I was like, that's a good one too. And it's called the Rejection Dilemma. So I wrote some stuff. I haven't wrote anything in a while, but that was one of the things I've wrote before.
You should keep writing, bud. You should keep writing.
Yeah. I've been having the itching to do it since there's certain things that happened in my life recently that gives me more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always feel like you should just try it, just see what comes out, because you never know until you try, especially if it's something that it's like riding a bike. Just get up on that shit and do it again.
Do it again. Yeah, because writing scripts was fun. There's just different ways of writing scripts. There's a certain language you have to do, and it's been a while since I've wrote it. I do have an audiobook of script writing that I can just listen back to just to get back into it, like almost like another fucking course. And I'm thinking about going back to school next year.
For another film degree?
Well, I need my PhD to be a film professor officially.
Oh, okay. So is that what you're going for?
So I want to stay in Cincinnati. So I was thinking about going for philosophy and using film and use film as a way to get get that. Because once you get a PhD, you can teach, and since I've already have 2 film degrees, and you can use philosophy in films, so I don't have to go to different places. Because there's not very many PhD film studies colleges, not very many. That doesn't require me to move. I might have to move places if I do that.
Yeah.
Like California. I saw the University of Iowa has one, which is weird. Chicago has a couple. Ohio State has one that I could use it. Bowling Green has something. That's another Ohio one, but I'm trying to stay in Cincinnati. So I'm going to look into that. So that I can brag about how I have 4
Another one.
Another one. Yeah, Nick Bazaar ain't gonna be the only doctor around here, motherfucker. It's gonna be me as well.
You have to get like a chain to wear them all around your neck.
Yeah, I don't have them hung up. Like, that's the thing. I have all my Juggalo shit hung up, but not
Hang
my
them around your neck.
The new Flavor Flav, yeah.
Yeah, just all clanging around.
Click, 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 click. Yeah, look at my degrees, motherfucker.
All right, are we at an end? I think we're at almost 3 hours here.
Yeah, I was gonna call it. We
Yeah.
talked so much, and I'm just like, I'm having
My
so much
butt's
fun.
starting to hurt sitting on this couch. It's getting to about the.
Yeah, I'm ready to transition to something else a little bit, because like it's always great to see you, and my plan is to try to get with you at least once a month,
Yeah, I'm down with that.
because it's always fun to talk to you. And anytime like I do a show, I can almost use this portion to talk more about it. Like I watched Paprika with Geeky Goth. That was awesome. Supposed to watch a Houses of a Thousand Corpse with Lil Filth. That's coming up.
Have
Jenna.
you?
I've never seen
you
a
never
House
seen
of a Thousand
that?
Corpse. No.
Whoa, shit. Okay.
So I
That's
got
a
the
good
big
movie.
Rob Zombie fan to watch this movie with. So I'm like, I'm super. We were supposed to do that at the beginning of the month, but she had to move it to May. So that is going to be.
Yeah, that's a fun one. There's supposedly a fucking way dirtier, filthier version of that movie that Zombie wanted to put out that I think is lost media at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then Gracie, me and Gracie are linking up on Wednesday to talk about Heath Ledger's last film.
Oh, the Dr. Parnassus?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
So that's kind of what's on the docket for right now. And I'm booking for May. I got Dread coming. Dread's one of the picks. So if you would like to be
Judge Dredd?
No, the Dread, not the Sylvester Stallone one.
The newer Judge Dredd movie, though, right?
Yeah, it's called Dread. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool movie too. I fuck with that movie.
Yeah. So and I'm
way
still
better Judge Dredd movie. Way better.
Way better. I am the law.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants or watching this and wants to be a guest on the show, it's open to anybody. Just send me a DM and I can get you scheduled on. It's for everybody. EC, you want to come on talk about a movie?
Yeah,
you can.
EC said Dread is fresh.
Fresh. I saw that a long time ago. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's gonna be great.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I think I bought that on Blu-ray and I still haven't watched the Blue.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out soon. May is the kickoff of the summer season, so a lot of good movies coming out.
Yeah,
so.
History of Concrete coming out this year. Make sure you check out the History of Concrete.
History of Concrete.
That's my number one most anticipated movie of the whole year, and the History of Concrete.
I think. What is mine? Mine's probably Dune 3 or the Avenger film.
There's something else coming out this year that I'm fucking hyped for. What the fuck is it? Oh,
Kent
Jesus.
wants to do Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Boosters. I love Boosters.
Yes, the Bootsy Riley. Yep. We're gonna see that. There's Is God Is coming out soon. That's another one I'm interested in.
Clayface, I definitely am curious about. Man, I'm sure there's other shit I'm forgetting about though.
Yeah,
Nirvana the band. We didn't really talk much about Nirvana.
I haven't seen it yet. So the next time we talk, we'll talk about Nirvana.
Oh damn. Okay, we're gonna save that.
We're gonna save it.
I'm not gonna say you need to see the show to understand it fully, but I would recommend watching the Vice show at the very least before you watch the movie.
The Vice show?
Yeah, if you can track it down. I think they have the first season on Amazon legally to buy now, but
to buy
it's kind of hard to find. Well, it was like you couldn't even find it for a while because it was on Vice, and I don't know, because it's a Canadian show, they didn't license it properly, or because of all of the fair use stuff that they do in the show. If they were maybe skittish about getting away with copyright, I don't know what kept it from being put online for so long, but they finally have it up legally for you to buy on Amazon. But there are other ways on the high seas of the internet that you can find it, I'm sure. There used to be easier ways to see it. That you could just go to a fucking Google Drive link and just watch them pretty easily. But I think they've shut all that shit down now.
I'll be on the lookout for that. But yes, I will. We'll link back up.
About a month.
About a month.
Loose plans for about a month.
Loose plans for working title here, episode 2, whatever that's gonna be. Keep you posted. But thank you for. You know what? This is our new show. It's gonna be fun. we can be this whatever we want. So like next time you like want to do something else, that's fine.
Yeah. I say we just keep it loose and just talk about whatever on here. I like the idea. Just it's loosely movie based, but it's really kind of just whatever.
No, it just it gives me an excuse to hang out with you, my friend, who I don't see very much. Like if I lived in Vermont, we would be hanging out like every day.
Yeah, we would definitely be hanging out more and talking this nerdy ass shit.
With Kosuke just sitting there rolling a blunt.
No, Kosuke would definitely get on nerdy ass shit.
What's
Kosuke's
up,
more nerdy
Kosuke?
than he seems.
Yeah, I love Kosuke. I
He's
miss
probably
him,
more
too.
nerdy than me in a way. Am I
Yeah.
crazy with that?
What's that?
Nah, Emily says I'm crazy for that. Nah, I'm probably more nerdy than Kosuke.
Yeah,
He watches anime though. I don't.
I watch anime.
See?
Yeah.
I think that might make you more nerdy than me.
Yeah, and I eat sushi hardcore. I had sushi yesterday, man.
Yeah, I don't eat sushi, so I'm not that nerdy.
So good, so good. But all right, I'll catch you next month.
I don't know. What's that?
I'll catch you next month, my guy.
All right, man. See you in about a month.
About a month.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Whoop,
Thanks for everybody who stayed the whole almost 3 hours. We appreciate you and love you. If you like this, hit subscribe. Whoops up, whoops down is coming back next week, Wednesday with Gracie. Working title here next month. More shit happening. Much love.
Hey, whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Thanks for having me, Josh.
No problem, man.
Humble among on everything.
Everything. Okay.
Bye.